Teach them. Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. Around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting live.
We will broadcast live.
Live. This is ExtraClass, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly. Oh, I'm look so copper color, boy. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of ExtraClass, episode number 355. Yeah, man, we're out and stunting. We're live. Peace, big up on yourself. May I try take back my Friday night slot and my Sunday evening slot? I don't know. I may get lazy and I get too fat. You understand? I need to make some money back. Why am I sound so all like me now? All audio check 1, testing 1, 2. Yeah, peeps. So big up on yourself. On this Friday evening, I trust that everybody who is in the hearing of my voice and seeing my face, you along with your family are doing well. For the people who are still there at work, when someone get to go on the yard, man, don't worry about it. For the people who are up on the road, I do some weekend shopping and them something that big up on yourself. For the people who may get ready for go party, you know what I mean? When I watch the stream first, you understand? See, Miss Scott here says she call my stream. Let me see what I go and bro another party. You seen peeps, so we're there. Give thanks. It's one more week, you understand? One more week and we're still vertical. We give thanks because it's a jungle out there. You understand? Me say, if you go in there and make like, you understand? Tell you a sense of direction. You see me I say? He's like a blind person. Yeah, peace. Big up on yourself. I'm going to bring in, miss, when you're ready, shake your head and let me see. You understand? So with that piece, we have some things to talk about in our night. Yeah? I'm tell you what we are talking about when we bring in Scotty General. So there has been ongoing discussions in the public domain about some WHO sovereignty business. I'll speak to that. Tonight, there was the NCB scam. Some sources are saying 23 million, some sources are saying 17, some are saying 18 mil. But do a video say 23. That me I work with, that me did say first. You understand what I say? And thing and Skeng's bleaching cream situation. Like, me don't know. Me need to talk about that. Because there's a message in it. There's a lesson in it. You understand? Plus, some other things. They see them there run across the screen on one part there. You understand? It says, tonight we'll be talking about the NCB scam, Lenox, Hinds, the NCU lecturer, Beachy, Stout, Rosaites madness, the Klansman one done trial is kind of coming to a head. 4 of the accused men were freed and them something there. You understand what I mean? So we're there, peace. We give thanks. Big up to the people that were in the building. All of the moderators them. You know what I think go? A straight flagging from them nagging. You understand? Yeah, man. Let me go across one next camera around the party. Can I introduce yourself? How are you? You don't know you.
Good night, guys. Good night. Hope you had a lovely day. And, it's the weekend. Let loose, have some fun.
Let me loose now. All right, Rapunzel, big up yourself. So we're going around one party, I can't say. So yeah, peeps. Scotty, ready? So we get talking. Me send you the script.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. All right, your son, Alado. Your room too big.
No, remember, say my room empty and you go fill it up with some things.
Oh, okay.
Stop going, man. Sure. But don't live like that.
It's a black van, me having on a red.
Now, if Mix Up was a person, it would be you, sir. Just for
up.
that statement, okay?
Just for that statement.
I want Amira scream. I want one for you.
Life
is good.
Well, I would have hoped so. I tried to make it that way, though.
That scream sound like, one of the happy scream there.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
one scream.
I tried to make it that way for him, so I would have hoped. So, yeah, peeps. So the situation is that there has been video clips going around. Well, one specifically with dancehall DJ Spragga Benz speaking about a situation in which it is being said that the government of Jamaica has agreed to sell out Jamaica's sovereignty and the rights of its people to the World Health Organization. There's also a text accompanying scene. You understand? And from the get-go, let me say one thing. Everybody is entitled to their views, to their opinions, and anything at all. You understand? I will never, ever, ever tell anybody that your views and your opinions aren't supposed to be your views and your opinions. I will not always agree with them, and consequently, you don't have to agree with mine. Seeing a framing kind of answer, because I see the whole up there, but make it go on, it done gone already. You know, it's going to affect me on CD and such.
Okay.
But what I've asked in the past though, and for me, I run a shift where I share information that is verifiable. You understand? I try to, as best as possible, be as accurate as I can. And I try to stay away from speculation. See? I mean, I look into some things and ask some questions, but I will not publicly say certain things if I know there is no grounds to it or I cannot substantiate said claims. See? I mean, social media is of such where it is the press of a button and the information is out there. And many of us, oftentimes, I don't think we take, and I'm not saying that many of these things that are being shared don't have any merit in us, Scotty. But what I'm saying is that before we click that share button, have we individually tried to ascertain whether or not there's any credibility to this? Or is it because somebody with name and fame, or somebody where we like, or somebody where re-rate, or somebody where we think I tell you the truth, I share it, we just share it? Are we not taking any personal responsibility in the sharing of these things? Zin, and that is a concern that I have had, especially from the beginning of the pandemic, where a lot of things was being said and a lot of people had their views. And as I said, having your views is fine. Saying things are fine. However, it is important that as a people, if we are going to share may I speak for me, for myself.
Speak for yourself.
If I am going to share something, I am going to share something on the premise that, look, if me share it with you, I'm going to know, but me will say, look here, I am not certain about this, but this is what this person is saying. I can't get up and share it as gospel if me not do no research. Now, as I said, we live in a society where, and some people may feel offended when we don't talk tonight, but that's okay. You understand? We live in a society where anybody with look a name or look a fame, say something or share something is gospel according to John. I not subscribe to that. You understand? I'm too independent of thought to do that. And you can call me a sheep or me blind or me sleepy. That's fine. That's okay. But I will not share things if I cannot verify it. That is just me. No, as I said, the text has been going around and the video clip with Spragga has been going around. It has been sent to me a million times. I say, no, these things go. You understand? And I have listened and they have read. And subsequently, after, some little things, I also went and do some reading for myself. The reading that I did for myself is out there, so you can go do the reading on yourself as well. What I'll do is I'll make reference to a statement released by Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, on the matter. Yeah? So it says here that, Tufton addresses concerns about the sovereignty and the WHO, the World Health Organization. So Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, has sought to quiet concerns that governments participating in the 75th World Health Assembly would cede their sovereignty to the World Health Organization, WHO, in matters of public health. Matters. The assembly, which is being held in Geneva, Switzerland, is among other things contemplating the International Health Regulations, IRH, of 2005. Tufton explained that the regulation is an international instrument that provides a framework through which countries prevent, detect, notify and respond to public health events that have the potential to become public health emergencies of international concern. He said that over the last 2 years, many countries have felt that the IHR needed to be strengthened as there were areas of response that could have been handled differently in the COVID-19 pandemic. There has been discussion on the different approaches that can be taken to strengthen the response in future events. So Jamaica has been involved in these discussions, the health minister said in a statement. I think yesterday or the day before, I don't remember exactly where. He explained that the special session of the WHA World Health Assembly at the 158th session of the executive in January 2022 adopted a decision by consensus requesting dedicated time to allow for discussions on strengthening the regulations and urge member states to take all appropriate measures to consider potential amendments. Tufton noted that in keeping with this, the United States has tabled proposals, some of which are fueling the discussions that are now being held in the public space about governments ceding sovereignty to the World Health Organization. These proposals, except for one, have not received support from many countries and are therefore not up for any adaptation by the World Health Assembly. Specifically, currently there are no conference papers on any decisions for a country ceding authority to the World Health Organization, Tufton said. He said the current conference paper on IHR amendments is a change that seeks only to reduce the period of entry into force for any amendments to the International Health Regulations of 2005. This is the only proposal from the USA that is being contemplated now. The matter is being discussed within the context of the World Health Assembly with a view of finding consensus between those who wish for a shorter time period and others who would wish to have a longer time to provide greater policy space for implementation, the health minister said. He said Jamaica's statement to the World Health Assembly on the matter reiterates that the process for amendments to the IHR must be guided by principles such as consensus, equity, solidarity, inclusivity, transparency, and respect for national sovereignty. Jamaica will continue to participate in the discussions to strengthen implementation and compliance with the IHR. He said, this and other reading that I have done is conversely different to what is in the space that it has been circulating. And as I said, I'm not saying there's no merit and there's no cause for concerns. I am just saying that sometimes, not sometimes, it is always best to verify information for yourself. Because sometimes it's through the Chinese telephone thing, and sometimes we get emotional about some things. I am guilty of that sometimes, so I'll put up my hand. You understand? I'm try to keep my emotions on a little level, like, you see. So, not saying there's no merit and there's no cause for concern. I am just saying, before we share something, don't just share it because as somebody was famous say it. Share it because you have a goal that says, look, I saw here's some information, here's somebody saying something, and I think you need to have a listen. Zane, don't get up and share because as somebody where your thing famous are. That's all I'm saying. We need to be also cognizant of the fact that we live in an age and stage where information is readily available to all of us. We use our smartphones most often to share things, and many times if we just use a smartphone smartly, the information is at our fingertips. So I'll say that. So, interesting discussions, interesting statements being made, interesting things being said in the public space. However, be careful. Take some time and do some research yourself. You understand? My high school teacher of geography, Mr. Carlington Johnson, once told me that the greatest asset in life is to know. I'll say that again. The greatest asset in life is to know. And not know vicariously through other people, but know for thyself. You understand? Seek out the knowledge, man. It is there. You see what I say? And again, we have to keep our eyes on all these developments, all things that are being said. But in the interim, it sounds like you're listening on your phone. In the interim, we have to take some personal responsibility and try to verify some stuff for ourselves. That's all I have to say about that. So, And there is literature on this discussion from an international perspective as well. So it's not just a Jamaica discussion. You understand? But we have to be a little bit more responsible when we can't just get up and share things willy-nilly. Like, me personally, I appreciate that. You understand? Especially if it is being shared in my space. I not subscribe to that something. You see it? So, yeah. Me tell you good night already. Big up yourself. Your shirt yellow though. Yellow like Chinese skin.
It's not yellow.
Awa.
Mustard.
Okay. I see. Alright. A yellow miss it through my eyes still. So that's sis. You I'm certain would have seen some of the discourse in circulation. You and I don't may I have any discussion about this really? No?
No, because as I would have said to you, I haven't watched it.
Oh, and I said there's text there too, so it's not just the video.
And I haven't read it.
Okay, then I could have why. You see well and you read well, so what?
I've been a bit busy.
Oh, you've been a bit busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Which man that don't know if walk in your house?
That one man you know come over here.
Yeah. Alright. So, that. Peace, big up on yourself, all of the people that are the busy. You understand what I say? And thing, manners and respect to everybody. You see me I say, for me 2 cents, Rosie, all of the people. Team World Creation, going to get her blue shirt. Going to get her a blue shirt. Oh, you get her a blue shirt. Yeah, man, do that, man. Cause
I get me a blue shirt.
I do every do. Surplus. Big up yourself and a Father Henry. Give thanks. That is Mr. Education Peeps. You understand? Manners and respect. You see him? And thing. Smaddy. So life sentence more effective than death penalty. Remember we have been having discussions from time immemorial about the resumption of hanging in Jamaica. And I have said, I've gone on record, the streams are there, you understand, to say that many of us are of the view that the resumption of the death penalty will lead to a reduction in crime immediately. And them something that I have contended that I don't necessarily think so. It is an important tool to have at your disposal, but will it be the silver bullet that, you know what I mean, cauterize crime? No, it won't. Because the reason why we did that hang people before is because people kill people. And I like say death penalty just did not use. Man did I kill people same way. So was it such a great deterrence? You understand what I say? So whilst it is an important tool, it is not the silver bullet. You understand? Damien White, thanks for the contribution, my brother. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate the continued support. So, we saw where the Privy Council ruled recently that the death penalty in TNT, because they're the only Caribbean country that still uses the death penalty. And, well, it's actually, I think it's been a minute that them use it still. But somebody on death row had brought them to the Privy Council, and the Privy Council, and the appellant is saying that it is unconstitutional. The Privy Council said, no way, based on Trinidad's constitution, it is not. No, apparently our Minister of National Security is chiming in. He's saying, based on the title, that life sentence is more effective than the death penalty. And I spoke last stream, I don't want to miss, where some prominent lawyers, Bert Samuels, Peter Champagny, and some other lawyers chimed in on the whole death penalty situation. Peter is saying that, it have its place, but some things need to put in place. While Bert Samuels has said it is the only sentence that is irreversible. And there have been times where innocent people may have been executed because of inefficiencies and some other things, which is a fair point as well. So the Minister of National Security now is saying, while not ruling out a return to the death penalty, National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang says imposing a life sentence will be more effective in the drive towards eradicating crimes and criminality in the society. Chang made that distinction in an interview with reporters in St. James on Tuesday while he did present some tab and computers to some students around a Glendevon Primary and Infant School side. You understand? When you take a big man who is seen as a don You put him before a court and before a jury. Try him and find him guilty. We can lock him away. And it diminishes his status in the community, said Chang. Well, except the one that was still around the gang from prison via phone line. You understand? So there's that. So we don't know. But they go on that. It sends a signal that we are in control. And I think that is an important message to the wider community. He said this, well, something wrong with this. He said it is a preferred punishment to apply to those who use the gun to commit murder. Well, I'm something missing from it. We can't tell you how right now, but something wrong with it. Alright, he said, probably this should be there, so let me read it. He said this is the preferred punishment to apply to those who use the gun to commit murder. I don't know. I don't want to tell a lie upon him. Murders committed across Jamaica between January 1st and May 23rd this year amounted to 574, an increase of 35% over the 539 cases recorded for the corresponding period in 2021, according to data provided by the Jamaica Constabulary Force Statistics Unit. Now, Chang is of the view that if the death penalty remains the final form of deterrent method, criminals will continue to create mayhem until the security forces are able to apprehend them. Sorry. Yeah. To just find and kill him, gunman that commits murder, whether it is extrajudicial or judicial, it has a finality that the next man will say, all right, I will take my risk and go. But to change his life dramatically by embarrassing, belittling, diminishing him, I think is a very important part of turning away those who might be seeking to use a gun as a source of employment, Chang said with confidence. But then but then life sentence not upon the book already, so I not deterred, like, man a serve life. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. In the immediate situation, we have to apprehend the killers. And when they are apprehended and found guilty, they must be locked away for a long time so they cannot come back and recycle, he continued. Now, capital punishment is a legal penalty in Jamaica. Currently, the only crime punishable by death is aggravated murder. The method of execution is by hanging. However, in 2004, Jamaica removed mandatory death penalty for murder. The sentence remains on the books for certain categories of murder, but there has been no execution since 1988. Now, Chang noted that the death penalty is debatable. There are some of us who support it in the circumstances where they are found guilty of causing death to another citizen. Others feel differently. Now, Trinidad and Tobago is the only country in the English-speaking Caribbean that retains a mandatory death penalty. So, if you commit murder and found guilty in Trinidad, you can be put to death. That position was further strengthened by the United Kingdom Privy Council, who has earlier this month ruled that the mandatory death penalty in that country is not unconstitutional. I am satisfied that the Privy Council has ruled in a matter that I am happy with, declared Chang, who was, we said that already. So he is saying that the death penalty is not as effective as life in prison. Oh, you laugh?
It would seem none of them is effective.
Why you say that?
You don't see the murder rate?
I'm not blind. What's me look at through glasses like?
Oh, come here when I see it.
I see it, man. So you're saying that, okay, so but then statistics will tell you that the murder rate is higher now than when
hanging was on the books.
Right. So there's that.
Alright, my thing is this, and it might be the same concern shared by a lot of persons, that in order to implement hanging back, we would first have to ensure that the systems in place are working, so there is no great room for error. We know there might be error, we know that. So we don't want it to be a case where after you hanging man you realize he was innocent, right? So, because as
Dr. Chang,
the lawyer said,
the lawyer.
It's irreversible.
Fine.
That's it, exactly. So you would want to ensure that all systems are in place so that the judicial system can carry out, execute what it ought to do with limited error, limited possibility for error. As you say, you don't want to hang somebody and realize somebody and then you realize that I'm innocent.
Yeah.
So everything must be aligned before we can jump and say yes. Let us start hanging again.
Agreed,
All the
totally.
court system needs to be cleaned up. Every aspect or every era that could cause an issue, you would want all of that fixed, all of that, aligned before you jump to say, all right, make a pull up. Well, I guess they use injection.
No,
Roll it now,
Jamaica,
so
I hanging alone, man.
and a lethal injection.
Oh, I hang man business, man.
I
On
rope
a,
around your
on a
neck.
Spanish town prison there.
Me not like that.
What do you mean? You
I
have a
must
preferred
remember
way to die?
Oh, me?
No,
In my
as in.
sleep.
I never thought about you specific, but I just mean in terms of administering the death penalty. If you
Yeah,
have
I
a
think the lethal injection might be more humane.
all executions, you know what I mean, mama.
Hmm,
I kill somebody, you know, just like how all murders, you know what I mean. What do you mean?
okay. But
No,
for
speaking
me,
technically speaking, me I say if
no.
a man kill a man if you walk up and down and enjoy life, you know, me not say that.
No, man, I get what you're saying. I'm just being, I get what you're saying, but preferably the lethal injection than hanging.
Okay.
Come on.
I know. And one of the issues, and somebody asked a question. Romy Superboy, so what is WHA, the World Health Assembly? So one of the issues with when the Privy Council ruled in the Pratt and Morgan case, they said that it was unconstitutional for you to have inmates on death row for 5 years without executing them.
Yes.
Because of the mental anguish that will come with that, and every time
Imagine.
him supposed to go a couple of times and him a hangman around there practicing drop and they could take a measurement for building casting
5
casket
years.
and
5 years, I rather see that going pandemic, you know? In the like that. Mr. Education, go to your bed.
what is it?
Say, that may be a greater deterrent. If an innocent man get hanged too, we keep the tail quiet. No,
Lethal
sir.
injection is a fast, so it is also a new mean. So King Harry, say King Harry, big up yourself for that.
What was that?
Say it is not fast, so it is inhumane as well.
Which one
Hang
is
him,
the
just go so boom some man. And I, unless them are cut off your head too. At the gallows.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
mean.
Me not like that one neither.
Oh, so you're there pick and choose execution. Yeah, go on.
I don't like that one either.
So you don't like hanging, you don't like decapitation,
You know what me like?
lethal injection. Oh, you
Yeah.
like, or what you like. Okay, alright. So on to electrocution.
Oh gosh. Me not like that one either.
Oh, you don't like that one. Anyways,
I
we
might
not,
would want to see it,
yeah.
but me not think.
I now spend my time with you a pick which that execution you will like. So shoot them. Teamwork creation just shoot them. Firing squad. Some countries employ that.
That
Anti
might be not so bad.
well, shoot.
But
No
you
man
imagine
no
get
man no want to up in
15
front and I'm
bullets
gonna
in
know
your
some
bed.
man go shot you up, brother.
Yeah, run.
Be a carrot, because they're going to cheat it.
Yeah, me a ship up.
Oh, yeah, ship up. Burn them too. Yeah, well, go on. No, alright, I'm not depend on the debate to that. We don't depend with it. What I say, the debate will continue, sis, about the death penalty. And as I say, I'll go and record again. The death penalty, whilst it's an important tool to have up your sleeve, it is not the magic, the silver bullet that will solve crime. You understand? Where you like, death by puppies or cut the cat
I
this?
cut the damn.
Yeah, so that's that. Speaking about the death penalty, a judge imposed, well, not death penalty. Speaking about life in prison, really. A judge imposed 2 life sentences on a teenager.
So that one.
So the judge is saying that, you know, it's a man or a woman. I don't remember. But the judge said they hope for reform for the teen. So 2 sentences of life imprisonment were handed down on Wednesday to a Clarendon gangster who committed a double murder at age 16 and who was involved in a $1 million heist at age 17. You see? Now, Justice Anne-Marie Lawrence Granger, is a female, hopes the confessed killer, Michael Black, who is now 18, can be reformed and be reintegrated into society. 876J, give thanks, son. Appreciate it. You see it? Black will have to serve 20 years and 3 months for the murders before he becomes eligible for parole. He was also sentenced to 9 years and 8 months at hard labor for illegal possession of firearm. The sentences will run concurrently. Black pleaded guilty, and Scotty, and a life. You get in already.
And you see how him do it?
Yeah, man. Not that guilty means, sir.
You
Yeah.
think if I say you did?
You get automatic. Yeah, but yeah, you can get a discount off 100 years. But you get 5 years out of you serve 95 instead of 100. What do you mean?
You don't want that.
You know what?
You give me 100 and call it a day. A fool you tell me for? I remember people get 3 life sentences. How that works, sir?
Them are run concurrently, man.
How much?
Them are run consecutive. Well, some judge give you consecutively still. So all in you're dead, you serve life sentence when you're dead, man. You understand? So yeah.
I watched when somebody got like 3,000 years, but it was in the US.
3,000 years.
Something like that. He kidnapped some girls.
Oh, and
And
deserve
had
it.
them, yeah man, had them like for like 12 years. Who get
Yeah.
pregnant and have him pinning them man. He go with a bag of things.
At 3,005 you shouldn't get.
So when we see the sentence, we just bust out a laugh. Because that's it.
So we could continue. So we said that now. Black pleaded guilty on February 24th to a 7-count indictment that involves 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm, and the 3 counts of robbery with aggravation. A rap sheet, they wrap him up. Black, according to the prosecution, killed Akeem Kimomori and Kamar Kaftan Ramatar on November 18, 2020, near the intersection of Racecourse and Hayesfield Roads in Clarendon. For those offenses, he was sentenced to a combined 49 years and 11 months. At the age of 17, Black confessed to conspire with other members of the Bloods gang to carry out a $1.7 million robbery at the Lasco Monogram outlet in the town of Chapelton on March 22nd, 2021. This case has been resolved very quickly though, because last year and the year before that things are going.
Yeah.
For those offenses, he was given 11-year sentences for the robbery counts and more than 8 years for illegal gun possession. These sentences too will run concurrently. Now, Justice Lawrence Granger told the court that aggravating and mitigating factors were considered in arriving at her decision. I could have been mitigating and still get 2 life sentences. The court hopes it will deter others from committing similar offense. I guess that the Minister of National Security has said too. You understand? So, the aggravating factors were that only one of the firearms used in the murder was recovered. Oh, cool. Black was acting with others, and that the killing appeared to have been planned. The mitigating factors included Black being a minor. The claim he was coerced to commit the crime, and his having no previous convictions. So them they help him. And but does he get 3 life sentences then? A discount of 30% was applied. Yeah. So he's still getting 30% Basco discount that. Because he pleaded guilty at the first relevant date. Now, Justice Granger said Black's social inquiry report was also favorable. So like he was a good youth and get misled. This court accepts that he does have the capacity to reform, she said. One of the men killed was a member of the Bloods gang and died as a result of a peace treaty gone bad. The prosecution said that the threat was supported by the leader of the gang, but there was not unanimous support. I'm not sure about that. When questioned by investigators why he killed the men, Black reportedly said, "Father, I don't even understand to explain it. Killer said, I could go up on the road. And so I get the gun." In his conscience statement, he said he was trying to exit the Toyota Axio motor car to fire the gun, but the door would not open. Black said the shooter came back in the vehicle and then the door he was trying suddenly open. He got out the car and fired 2 shots, he said. An eyewitness said the victims received shots to the head. The police recovered 15 spent casings from the scene. They begged the court for a leniency. Now, following Black's sentencing, the court was advised that a nolle prosequi had been entered by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions to discontinue a separate case of illegal possession of firearm, robbery with aggravation, conspiracy to rob, and illegal possession of ammunition. So, he did have more things on the rap sheet, like, you know. And then nobody with it. You see it? Rough. 18-year-old, you know. Well, when he started, he was 16.
16.
Sound like he was a youth was just losing money and get drawn in at the thing. That happen on a daily basis for out here, bro. That's why we can't even too left up the youth them, you know, to them own devices, in a car set. Them very, very gullible, like easily led. Or him kill some bad men, menace to society. Him the society a favor. Well, him have 2 life sentences for sure. So there's that. His whole life will now be spent behind bar. What me think I could go on, Rosie? He might get parole after a while for good behavior, like. I sound like it's a youth that can reform for truth still. So him gonna serve on 25 and but then my boy Rough said we.
You think 25 years only 25 years?
Then me I just 26. And me I live long. So you understand. So you look at me like that for. You know my age? Is you give birth to me? Is you give birth to this big head 10-pound bouncing baby boy?
When did you turn 26? That's
November 8th.
Okay. Who's here?
One of them.
Okay, fair enough.
Good night, Lady Christina. How are you?
Fair enough. Good response.
But this time I check up on you after the earthquake or there and what shake out of my mind too. You understand? Hope all is well. Teach, is that true though? Won't he be allowed to leave after 20 years? I he must have served more than, I think he must have served more than 20 before. He will have to serve 20 years and 3 months for the murders before becoming eligible for a parole. Yes, Moonlight, he must have served 20 years. Maybe that's a 25. Andrew Skinner, big up yourself in the family. Give thanks. And thing, Lady Cookie, big up yourself. Teach all 5,000 years man getting in the US. If you do it, do it. Why am I doing so much years?
3,001, I'm like, huh? 3,000 years?
But the truck driver was involved in one accident that killed some whole people. Now, but what that thing get to? At 19, I joined the JDF. Oh, big up yourself, 876J. See? Me ask. You don't know, you may ask whether you're supposed to watch a case. Let me know. Yeah, so, yeah. It's sad for no, sir. One next youth who probably had potential to serve his country well get caught up in other things still. This is not something for we celebrate. Like, you know, some people see, you understand, but it's kind of rough. See, when you look on the whole dynamics at 16, I'm involved in a murder, and but you them for all them want to assist. I mean, it's hard sometimes based on the environment and circumstances, but well, I don't know. I don't know. It's sad for you, yeah. I'm not telling you a lie. You understand? We're not supporting no criminal and no murder and nothing. But if you know say it's a local youth to just get drawn at the thing and why? I don't know, yeah, man. Oh, I see what 876 are doing now. Basic, I am okay, teacher. I felt one yesterday also. Yeah, I see what 876 are doing. 876 is basically saying, look here, man. I am from a volatile neighborhood. You understand? And that, what age him said? 19. As a young boy, I decided to make something positive of my life. You understand? So if you're following his messages, it's basically that him say. Think Uncle Sam play.
Somebody else can too.
Uncle Sam for relax. So what am I do with 5,000 years? That just be a newsreel, brother. They're dead. The sentence him to a life sentence, I call it a day. You had 5,000 years to do it. Yes. You understand? Yeah, alright. So speaking about years, and so one man not get none yet. No prison time for ex-cop convicted of shooting former schoolgirl in the head. How y'all laugh about? They didn't not get none.
I don't know. Oh, Mr. Education, right? Something wrong with him.
Yeah, kill some people are fine and get 5,000 because doctor did tell me say, if I not lose weight, you want to give me 20 year Philly 5,000 better than 20. Brother, that be nice. Got your bed for you, brother.
Oh boy.
But no, as an example, them I said, and Andrew, man, I know, man, but that's I get some trouble. So, former police corporal Kirk Hay, who was found guilty of shooting a then 13-year-old schoolgirl in the head in a taxi in downtown Kingston, has escaped prison time. Wow. Following almost 4 hours of impassioned plea from his attorney, Peter Champine, Queen's Counsel, the 42-year-old, who was convicted of unlawful wounding, was on Thursday sentenced to 2 years in prison, which was suspended for 2 years, pending good behavior for the period. Then if me just lock up in my house like a COVID.
Teacher under bed.
Now go to do. You understand? The suspended sentence means that if he is not convicted of any offense within the next 2 years, then he will have to serve the 2 years. What 2 years?
The teacher, I could have some careless. We do something like 2 years?
Things will happen, man. Like, brother.
No.
Yeah, man.
Nothing
Things,
like that happen.
yeah, man. Things will happen, man. What you say, man?
Teacher.
Man, but that's how one situation where you forgot defend all himself and then he say this and that. And look here. The really rough, you know? There was a thing. I think Jackass tell a lie.
You say, hold the level.
You know, level, man. You're rough, man. So,
Me
me
not
could
come out as you said, though.
So, you know, come out. So, sentencing was handed down in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court by Parish Judge Sansia Burrell. Hay was found guilty on February 10 following a trial. Now, a probe by the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, revealed that on June 30, 2016, the driver of a taxi was transporting Convent of Mercy Academy, Alpha and St. George's College students, was stopped by the police but drove away after briefly complying. So I stop and go like a ball game like. I down at the bed for 2 years. The police then fired at the vehicle and one of the bullets hit the female student in the head. You know, so by law, you're not supposed to fire at a moving vehicle, right? As a police officer? No, I don't think so. Okay. A spent shell recovered from the North Street Mark Lane shooting scene matched the M16 that was matched the M16 assigned to Hay. Wow. After being hospitalized for an extended period and with physiotherapy, the schoolgirl recovered. Give thanks. Good. Hay, who at the time was assigned to the now disbanded Mobile Reserve Unit, was subsequently charged with unlawful wounding, while 4 of his colleagues were charged with misconduct in a public office and attempting to pervert the course of justice. The 4 were acquitted. Now, during his trial, Hay had denied being part of any police shooting. Really? But ballistic evidence presented by Indicom prosecutors proved that it was his weapon that was used in the... And if you get a couple of years to that, because I say, brother, don't bother with that. Like, so you know, saying they come and I got do ballistic. We don't get that. But alright. During sentencing yesterday, Champine begged the judge to take into account a number of positive factors, including his sterling contribution of 18 years to the police force. He highlighted that he had been responsible for the recovery of a number of illegal firearms and was bestowed with 10 glowing commendations for his efforts. So it's Duppy take the M16 and fire it. Judge, I'm happy that the young lady has survived. I hope she's also doing well. 2016, 13, should 4 and 2, 6. So should be 19 going 20 now. At a school bus. It was a taxi really still needs. But yeah, I get what you say. Well, I don't know if him know who was in there either. But the vehicle stopped and drove off. Then you run it down. You understand? You can't find a vehicle like that. I mean, there are circumstances, I suppose, to every rule, you know. There are exceptions to every rule, but the rule says, as far as I know, a police officer ought not to fire inside a moving vehicle. So, I don't know if man in there fire what you do still, but say, I guess there are
Ask them to stop.
Exceptions, mitigating factors to each situation. Eh?
I'm glad the young lady survived.
I am very happy that the young lady survived. You understand? But when a G got caught, go say in involved in a shooting, that make you understand? I don't love that. You see? But this charge was wrong. Yeah, Nix, after he could have shot the tires. True that too. Very few people get shot with M16 and survive. True that, brother. I'm telling you, I not even remember say M16 fire. Cause that was like a few months before I started the channel in 2016. I remember the case of whenever I started, blow out the tires. Yeah. The driver should have never run to, so let's not miss that. But you can't fire in a moving vehicle like that. What if nobody in a vehicle can fire at you? See what I say? That is just my view still. Like, I am not a police officer in the means of my duty still, but I just saw me look at it like it wise. There Jay walk on the duty, all is well. Finar. Somebody in a man life. But big up yourself. Yeah, good youth. No, trial date to be set for businessman Beachy Stout and the co-accused. Boy, Beachy. I wonder if Beachy will ever say a Beachy again like that. I mean, things, you know. A trial date is to be set on July 6th for Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald, who is charged for the deaths of his wife and ex-wife. Why, man, tell you. The Home Circuit Court was told that there are no outstanding materials and that the Crown can proceed with its case. Now, McDonald is jointly charged with Oscar Barnes for the July 20 murder of the businessman's second wife, Tonya Hamilton McDonald. Now, Barnes, who is represented by attorney Ernest Davis, finally took up his $500,000 bail offer that had been granted since May of 2021. Or you probably couldn't meet the line. He appeared in court in person for the first time since he was arrested. His bail was extended. Now, Tonia's partially burnt body was found with the throat slashed beside her burnt car along the Sherwood Forest main road. Another man, Denvalin Minot, said to be the contract killer, was also charged and pleaded guilty in the Home Circuit Court last September and was sentenced to 19 years in prison. Minot in a witness statement, claimed that he was offered $3 million by McDonald to kill his wife.
Oh.
$3 million for 19 years. I don't think so. McDonald, 68, who appeared in court today, remotely, not today, but that day, is also charged with the May 2, 2000 murder of his first wife, Merlene Petal McDonald. And Merlene was shot dead outside her home in Boundbrook, Portland. It's alleged that McDonald paid a police detective to kill his wife after their marriage crumbled and she left the matrimonial home. He is being represented by Earl Hamilton in both matters. Now, a plea and case management hearing is set for both matters on July 6th. I wonder if I'm going to please say. Justice Vinette Graham Allen told McDonald that he was further remanded until July 6th. And the major investigation division investigating officer was present and bound over to appear on the next court date. Yes. So this is what I'm going with Beachy. You understand? And thing. You tell me say I watch one sitting and say sitting about married in prison and sitting what you go?
Oh, love after lockup.
Love after lockup, because I hope say nobody don't buy Beach while in a lockup and you're safe.
Yeah, after lockup.
Because you know say some woman married to the man that live in a prison line. Don't do it. You know, see that should not have happened. Christopher, I think Christopher is making reference to shooting in the vehicle. I think I could be wrong. He not deserve to come back a road. Beachy got washed ashore for idiot behavior. So despite the money, he couldn't get Mr. Champagne. Probably Mr. Champagne no want it either. I don't know.
Yeah, because you know, more than likely, Champagne
probably reach out to you.
scrutinize and decide what he's taking, because I mean, he doesn't need to take everything.
No, you can't take it. You can't try every case neither. You understand? You might get stay alive. No. Beach is a male black widower. Arrest of lecturer on sex crimes unfortunate, says NCU. So the Northern Caribbean University, NCU, says the arrest of one of its lecturers for alleged sex crimes and other offences is unfortunate. Teacher, lady warden get pregnant by a prisoner. Me free that happen regular still. I don't think I not knew that. Yeah, man. What you mean? And some female prisoners get impregnated by warders too.
So what does the system, especially the part with a female
So why is
prisoner
the
becomes
part there?
pregnant? No, because then, sir, remember now the lady can always say, oh, out of which she get pregnant.
Right.
She's a free
She come in
person
there
to
pregnant,
come and go
right?
as she like.
Oh,
for
okay. Oh, but
but
for
for
the
the
inmate.
female prisoner, yeah, the inmate getting pregnant.
Alright, put it
How?
this way. I don't know anybody who has been personally, but I know it happens.
Oh,
What do you mean? They have sex.
with whom?
Then one another. What do you mean? Like, let me not understand.
Uh,
It happens though,
like, listen,
probably more often than you would think.
That's
You
why I
better-
say everything has to be cleaned up if we are to reinstate execution. It can't be like this. You are a female prisoner. You're coming to an all-female jail, prison. How did you become pregnant?
They have sex.
Artificial insemination? Who inseminated you?
Or male water.
Where was the semen collected from?
Then I wasn't there. As I couldn't tell it apart there. Yeah, sir. Yeah. But me I tell you it happens, sis. Believe me when I tell you say it happens, it happens. You understand? Somebody said something. Them charge a female water with rape. I get that. Oh, and better call Peter back juice. As I said that, you better call Saul. You better call Saul. You watch it? It's a spin-off of a Breaking Bad. So
I didn't watch Breaking Bad.
yeah, me watch Breaking Bad, and I can't bother with what Better Call Saul. Saul is a very shady liar. Yeah, son. I don't want to call Saul. You understand? I am thinking that for the female prisoners, those prisons are usually manned by female warders. Oh, yeah. So, well, yeah. In a Jamaica, too, bro. I mean, I'm not case of point, you know, but it go on. Me I tell it go on. You understand?
I would want to think that it not go on.
It not go on.
Sorry.
Me want
No.
to think it go on.
No, I refuse to believe that.
So Finar, me hear what you say, bro, but you tell me say all female prisoners, well, female prisoners in Jamaica, we know Fort Augusta is the major one. Zane, is only female warders work there? I have my doubts about that. You understand? It could be still, but I don't know. I don't know if it happened in Jamaica, you know, but I know it happened around the world. In some parts. I'm sure it happened in some. Auntie. Yeah. But back to me, I said, the ladies that when I watch Love After Lockup, you know, love Beachy. There
Love
may be
After
no
Lockup
love.
nice, you know?
It's a Love After Lockup nice. Look,
yeah,
they
cool.
married a man who they are prison, you know.
You never know.
Okay.
What if that's my one true love?
Is the one true love? Okay, alright, what does that say still? It just happened with a transgender in a US prison. Trans what? So, well, I don't even get into that.
That me understand.
Oh, yeah, that's the one there. Yes, I speak. What go on you? All is well? Males, man, all female prisons. That's what 876 says. I say, yes, teacher, but I don't know if that changes. Okay. Alright, so the Northern Caribbean University, NCU, says the arrest of one of its lecturers for alleged sex crimes and other offences is unfortunate. Now, Russell McLean, a lecturer in the College of Humanities, Behavioral and Social Sciences at NCU, was arrested last week. He's wanted in Florida, in the United States, for alleged offences that date back to 1997. I want him with Uncle Sam, and don't forget none of them. Jamaican authorities disclosed in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. He waived his right to an extradition hearing and agreed to go to the US to face charges of armed sexual battery, armed burglary of a dwelling, armed kidnapping, burglary, possession of burglary tools, and resisting law enforcement with violence. In a statement, the university disclosed that at the time of McLean's employment approximately 20 years ago, the normal background checks were done and nothing damaging such as these allegations were uncovered. The university says it regrets this unfortunate development regarding a faculty member. It says it will allow the law to take its course and will refrain from commenting further on the matter. Now, investigations into the allegations against McLean went cold for 13 years before detectives got a breakthrough, according to documents disclosed in court supporting the extradition request. Now, U.S. authorities charged that DNA tests conducted in 2010 linked him to other criminal offenses, prompting investigators to reopen the case. Now, according to unsealed extradition documents, American law enforcement agents resumed their pursuit of McLean and were tipped off last year that he was residing in Jamaica.
Somebody said it over.
He was tipped away.
He was tipped over.
Yeah, he was tipped over.
Right over.
Yeah.
But he know a lot of things though.
The child was ward print. What that mean?
Yeah.
The US leave no stones unturned. All 50 years, the member said them they look for you. And then some cold case reopen and then sitting and you're there in Mexico like, I live your life like.
Like they say, you know, we didn't look for from them long.
Married with kids. And the man then just show up. So then come feel like. Imagine having a killer lecture educate you. But that don't take for facts say him know him content. I don't think that take for it.
You know that man gonna say, boy, everybody
then about
that.
Then I remember. Me I pay him things so that in that
You think peace and safety.
If a Jamaica.
Solo destruction kitchen.
If a Jamaica you probably go on and probably would then get away. Because you know what things there.
May I forget?
Of course I will forget. So they can't bother like, boy, it rough still. Me understand when Moonlight has still imagine. But then, he probably was an excellent lecturer. He has been lecturing there for over 20 years, you know. But it's a statute of limitation. Apparently not done. So, if them still look for him jar so we don't know. It didn't state it in the document, but it looked like it still did it.
Obviously,
I think there are no statute of limitation on some things, you know.
Yeah.
Like murder, I don't think there's none for that. None did it for rape, like? I talk America, the people that live for Uncle Sam. Because, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know. Jaro, I don't know. But it look like you know done. Because they send for him. And they say him go. You understand? Just like how the judge intend to free everybody from the clan.
Good
from
night,
the clansman case.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yes. You know why I laugh? I'm telling you why I laugh. Because the next topic have to do with
I know.
the clansman. So,
what time I'm going to say?
There's none for murder and rape, so Andrew. I think he found about it one day when he ain't there. You understand?
Yes, I mean, I don't like that.
You understand? Yes, can I watch the stream them after then live tomorrow morning? Because I can't bother with it. You understand? So, but yes, in a real life, bro, you can't expect, say, a trial with 31, 32 man upon trial, every man will get convicted, brother. I don't think that was possible. Like, I don't know if any, just like the Uchen's Wilson trial, like, it took hard to have solid evidence by every single man, bro. You understand? So 4 men have been freed so far. Yes, the judge applied to free all of them. So there was jubilation as 4 freed in Klansman Wandon trial. No teach, there is none. Okay, bro, thanks. I saw the comment earlier, Romeo. Give thanks. Different states have different time frame. Yeah, that is true, Neeks. That is true. I watch enough. I didn't sit there if you know say I true that. Cold case files and all 48 hours and then sitting there like. You understand? I think he forgot he's a murderer. But was he a murderer? That in a indictment? Not murder in there?
Sir, what if I'm doing forget by this?
No, man, I kidnapping and then sitting there rape and then
You forget say that did
No, I say nothing, no, man. I just for clarification purposes. You know, we are sharing information and we want to share the right thing. So murder was not one of the charges. It's sex related and kidnapping and burglary and them something. Armed business, gun business. You understand? Scotty been busy.
Okay, sir.
So cheers erupted outside the Supreme Court yesterday as relatives and friends got wind of the news that their kins were among 4 persons, well, people. And people, you see, alright, let me address this. Every newspaper outlet use persons instead of people. It's not me. So sometimes, I'm not even bother change and just read the same. I mean, I know better. But say, I don't mean right till that. Then I work on a newspaper, brother. So don't allow me to. You understand? Don't think none for rape teach. Big up yourself, and thing. Rape a lecture. My apologies, rape a lecture. Alright, Moonlight. Let's say a word. Yeah, man. So I could continue now. Damian Elliston, Rivaldo Hilton, Rushane Williams, and Williams are feeling, you know. Boy, I tell you. And Owen Ormsby were found not guilty by Chief Justice Brian Sykes after the prosecution indicated that it did not have enough evidence to prove its case against them. Ormsby's partner said, "We jump and shout for joy when we hear so them free." She jigged with joy as she made regular checks to see if the police had finished processing him so that he could be released. I feel good, say him a come home. Me never expect it today, but me did have faith, say him a come. But me never tell myself say it today, she said. But me pray about it, and me go to church, and send down the prayers for them. When asked how she planned on celebrating his freedom, she laughed while saying, "Me can't tell you the plan, the way me feel good." Mama, plan it. Ormsby, who was showered with hugs when he finally emerged from the courthouse, told reporters that he is overjoyed and sees this as a second chance, I would have hoped. So, I plan to make the best use of this chance. I would have hoped so, sir. God. And me give thanks. Me never expect this today, no, but me feel good.
I hear you like that.
However, he said he planned, and the part of the article I kind of rub me a little bit wrong, like, you understand? I mean, many things in the article I rub me wrong, but I'm not getting to the dead part. But the part, watch it. However, he said he plans to migrate. Nothing wrong with migrating, you know. You understand? As nothing good is in the country. Family, tappy chatting. You understand? Man. What do you mean? Nah, man, migrate if you want, but not tell me about nothing good not there. Many good things are here.
He has faced the trials and tribulations of the country. He knows the hardship of the country. So he's leaving to better lands.
Right, but remember, say, acquittal, I mean, certain things, you know, just I put that out there still. But now get into that part, I'm just say.
I'm just glad, man. I'm glad say, I'm going to see the light of day. I'm glad. Naturally.
Yeah, man. So I'm saying man plan for take a second chance, and I'm glad for that. But good things there, family. You understand? If you know if you look for.
Okay, man, want a friend.
No, me don't say no. Me say go on. You know, me say you're good, me say no for go on. Me say go on. Okay. But don't say no good, nothing good not there. There's many good things here. You're not there.
For me?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're a fool. Alright, we don't pressure you too much. But I hope say, and whether or not he was involved in any,
I hope he makes the most
he
of
says, see, teach them. You must remember ghetto youths don't get the good things. I don't subscribe to that neither still, but say alright. You understand? I got college with enough youth from Tivoli and Harnett Gardens. Michael Teachers College, so I don't know. You understand about that part, I think. Enough youth left them place, I got you and you take every day, said we and them place, so I don't know. You understand? We kind of use ghetto as a thing sometimes. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And everything in a ghetto bad, and you have good youths and good people living in these communities as well who do good things and positive things too. So I don't know, say. You understand? Alright, so, but yeah. Big up yourself, brother. In terms of the fact that you see this as a second chance and you're going to make more side. So I hope I saw it go, bro. See? Alright, so I'm going to continue. So I'm saying plan for migrate. Do you think? That's nothing good not in the country. I not agree with that. He said that he was wrongly charged because of his friendship with some of the remaining defendants. Elliston said he could not wait to be reunited with his 6-year-old daughter. The 26-year-old, who said he had spent 5 years and 5 months in jail, said he wishes a similar fate for the other defendants and warns youth to stay away from crime. Good advice. Badness not paying an attack. Let me read that to him. Badness not paying an attack. Just stay in a school, like Cartel say, and get your education and make your parents proud. The advice. A good advice that. Meanwhile, Elliston said he will use this opportunity to continue his livestock farming. Yeah, man. Farm food and don't farm food. You understand? The trial will resume on Monday with the continuation of the no case submissions. I suspect that more people will be acquitted, you know. You understand? But he say the judge a plan for free all of them. I don't know where he get the information from. Scotty look extra nice tonight. Eh?
So, I switch over to the camera.
The man say look extra nice. I don't want the man to look at me when the man tell her that.
Okay.
Take for myself. You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah. Auntie, I'm not eggs up.
You're not running.
Yes, Steve just got on after a day on traveling. Oh, big up yourself, Father Jana. I'm glad for knowing you reach your destination safely. You see me? Hope you and Co are well. My good man. You understand? Me appreciate good too. She look alright. You see? Teach, I have a question I would love to share. Now you'll share a statement. I have a question that you would love to ask. Ask a question. So watch a story, you know, while Jay queue up the question. The comment section kind of interesting, you know. Me and Missy like invest, youth. Me I rewatch the stream the other day and see how comment. Me didn't see it. I understand. Please can I share it? As long as it is shareable, bro. You know, as a part of the family, so you know the thing. So as long as it fit for airplay, like and thing. No. 14-year-old girl found in teacher's home. Is in data?
My babysit.
In data?
In neighbor begging give her eye.
Show the has anyone ever Has anyone ever told you you're too good for your own good? I'm not really sure how I realize the optimal mean of staying based on critical thinking, ethics, and respect. Not really. I don't know. I'm not sure I understand in the fullness of this either still. You, Chenna Edwards, good night.
Okay, Mama
Thanks
said
for the
2 by 4.
contribution.
Cookie, Mama said 2x4 for the teacher. Cookie, a babysitting settings.
What you doing at the teacher's house? Finar, then extra lesson teach. Wanna watch this. He's a nanny. Yo, don't take bad things at joking.
Bad things to joke. But sir, what logical reason could he have to have her there? Like she's the housekeeper, woman of the yard?
I move. You better move. Watch it. Persons in that place and these gangs too. Maybe that's where the viewers coming from. Teach them. Alright, I say a word, team. Well, give thanks. Missing. Yeah, I said that already. I'm have to read it again. Missing 14-year-old girl found in teacher's home. Remember what them convict one, you know? Zane? Remember what they lock up one a sentence for multiple things, you know? Remember one, they lock up one next one a sentence for the buggery situation, you know?
Alright.
But I don't even know Rasta Judge. He is her foster parent. For me 2 cents, you're being serious or a joke, Gabby?
Joking, my mate.
Robbie Cousins, I'm not grooming that, bro. She move it. Robbie, watch her. A male teacher from Clarendon was arrested last weekend after a 14-year-old girl who has been reported missing was found hiding in his home by the police. According to the police, the operation was based on intelligence they received about the child's whereabouts. Big up to the people that we call the police. On Saturday last, they arrived at the teacher's home and began knocking, but no one answered. Sometime after, the teacher arrived at the premises but told the police it was not his home. Then where are they, brother? Then where are the people at? The officers took the key from the teacher, tried the lock, and entered the house where they found the girl hiding, said a source. Reporters understand that the teacher previously worked at a primary school and is currently employed at a high school, both in the parish. So the Centre of Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, Sissoka, is investigating the matter. Byron is a serious issue, bro. Like, say, me I try to figure out, why me mean the grooming and go on. Okay. Me understand what you're saying, Robbie. You see me, I say, as a Jamaican, I am sad to say it seems like Jamaica is leading the way of the Caribbean for the island that has no moral of upstandingness where anything goes. It's sad. It's a fair assessment that, bro. I couldn't fight upon that one day at all, sir. You see me?
14-year-old, why would you have a locked in your house?
Last week, when I was in the hotel with boys.
I am always of this thing that the girls will go at you.
Yep.
They will.
Althea.
But you have to hold your own. She have 14, you have 20, whatever. You have to hold your own. You have to definitely see a devil, a tricky devil call your name, don't answer.
Scotty, make a broke dust down. Before me, Althea, good night. It's the first time I'm seeing you here. It is great to see you. Althea is my batchmate, my classmate, my friend. You understand? Big up yourself, Empress. It's good to see you. Watch out. First thing first. Well, I don't know if the child attends his school. That's the first thing. Scotty, the girl has been reported missing.
So appearance look fair, sir.
So you know, say the child has been reported missing and you are harbor. That's a one. Secondly, the child is 14 years old.
And sir, let us say something happened at home and him know her and she pop up.
Call the police.
No, then she pops up. Sir,
I call her parents. Care home.
Call the neighbor first. To be witness, fi say she just come here. And me I go now call the police, call her parents, whoever. Have somebody there with you.
Yeah, but do I? The report now gonna say, 14-year-old girl is hiding, you know. That 14-year-old girl is missing. So whether she go there willingly
or not,
seeing she missing.
She cannot be there, sir.
Right, she cannot be there.
By the law, she cannot be there.
Why do you even know?
At 14, you know, remember, she cannot say yes. How when she write it down on paper, give her life. She can't say it.
Where's the sister when she write it down on paper alive? Alive, it's true.
At 14, she can't say yes. Why are you going to set up yourself? And at the rate that it has
I move him and move in her. I move, I live in, she live in.
Sorry, she run it. Teacher.
I don't know what she do, but I know say I live in, she live in.
I don't think if there's a teacher now that exists that don't know that this is problem and have not seen more than one case of this happening and where the teacher getting so much problem, him no fear teach.
But Scotty, you believe say the man them see, you know so much kids we just mentioned.
Teacher man them see, sir.
So what she say now? As a male teacher, let me take the opportunity to say a little thing. Say. I started out when I was very young, you see? I know the trials and tribulations that can come with starting out as a young male teacher. I'm concerned for the man then. May I tell you the truth of God love? I'm very concerned. Because it's like nobody now tell the man them, say, your brother, don't do it. Andrew Skinner, well, if him have, she not did it. Because I 14-year-old movie and I say, like, say, I live, she live in. So, I'm not understand. I'm concerned. I'm going to tell you, sis, like, I am very concerned for the young male teachers entering the education system. I am supremely concerned. We have had conversations about many different stories, like, and I am seriously concerned. Like, there has to be something because it is getting worse.
Numerous conversations.
You understand?
And I refuse to believe that these adults, these grown-ass individuals are not seeing this happening and say, listen me not get caught in it. Because the girls will approach you. They most definitely.
Them not gonna stop, Scotty.
You can bet on it. Worse, if you're not too bad looking, you're gonna get approached. But what is your response?
Well, the man they not respond right. And the man them not look here. It is when a teacher get arrested and charged and convicted, every teacher know. You understand? You know, you hear about it. Or if you don't know the direct person, you hear about it. So I don't know. But my concern for the man them. You understand? Scotty, you never know you're single.
Why? It's alright. I wait for a teacher for trouble you.
You see me? So I do, yeah, man. But my concern, like right now, me at a stage where I think nationally, there has to be something put in place that there is some mentorship of young male teachers going forward. Like,
is it discussed in like
a teachers college?
Yeah, me go farming school.
No.
But like teachers.
I don't recall that discussion being a part of any course of study.
Okay.
You understand? I know though, being in institutions that I've been in, principals have taken it upon themselves to
have that
gather the
discussion.
males and you understand what I say?
Have that discussion.
Have
Which is right.
a honest discussion with them, with us. See me? But I don't know. But I think now that you say it probably needs to be from that stage now.
Formalized and in the system itself that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, with the personal development and something, I don't think there was ever a course, not formal, that says, you know, this is how you go about this. It's just all about the methodology and the content, I suppose, based on my experience.
I would have known male teachers that would ask a female teacher, you know, speak to X individual.
Yeah, man. But that we have been there. Like,
speak to that student because someone might have been said or you heard something that you're not comfortable with. So, you know, Scotty, talk to that girl, you know, have a heart with her, show her the ropes and tell her, you know, not gonna work. Not possible.
Well,
the rate is increasing.
And then here we go on. We'll go back to the conversation that we have been having where we said that many males are leaving the classroom, and then the few are left in there, like they want to go to prison. Like, you understand? You don't see problem we have faced about it.
It's sad knowing a teacher because his career is killed by this.
Right away, man.
Right away. Why didn't I? Well, let's say, I eat at the moment, rational thoughts go through the window.
Yeah, but I don't. It would have to be an ongoing thing, Mama, and I just not eat at the moment thing. Like, at no point in time you sit down, Scotty, the child missing, the child of 14, at no point in time. And then you have to tell the police everything on fear, you don't leave.
So you do the thing.
Panic. But glad the police have never leave after they not get no response, you know. You understand? Because some police they left and gone about them business. Yeah.
I panic, man. You get caught tonight, so you just get a quick response on my house.
Why? I do a Rasta job. But my concern, because as I said, many of the male teachers are leaving the classroom in search of, you know what I mean, better paying jobs, and the few that are entering, because it's very few, that is the next thing. It's like, well, I don't know, they want to go to prison. The fact she was reported missing, you should have sent. Long time out here. What you mean? A missing, she reported missing. You understand what I say? Like, we got the police there. You understand? That's good work. Them get the information and them act upon it. And we're persistent by the looks of it. You see? Ah, boy. And the little girl now, she a hide. Why have I tell you? Question teach them. Don't teachers have meeting where they discuss do's and don'ts? Yes. But brother, you don't grow up and people are telling you to thief long time and you know to do this and you do that and you still do it. Like, boy, yes, the thing rough here, brother. You them not. And the thing is, what we are saying is that there have been so many cases in recent times where teachers have been arrested and charged, tried and convicted and sentenced. And it's like, you know, if you're here. You understand? Because if it even mere allegations against you, it a got known. You understand? Because teacher and teacher are friends in every school. You see me I say? So, Yeah, that is true to SD. That is true. That is true. Yeah, that's a very good point. So, I don't know. Worse like how my daughter soon reach high school. So, boy, I will do Marlon, it's that way. No. There's a growing trend that Uchenna, thanks again for the contribution. I am saying Uchenna is I'm going to say Uchenna is an empress. You understand? But me know Uchens as in Uchens Wilson. So Uchenna, can you just cause me no want, you know what I mean? You're a male and me I say you're an empress and then me go feel like I suck out back juice like. So genderize the thing for me so we can address it properly. You understand? Them seat clamp. Alright. So there is a trend among young professionals that say Uchenna is a male. You see me I tell you? Big up yourself and I'm a lion. Man has a respect you, sir. You understand? Give thanks, Skeng man. You see it? Where let me just say. Oh, so there, yeah. So with among young professionals, especially people who invest, that you don't save your money in a bank account, like, cause it sits there and they not really do nothing for you. You understand? And the banks are rinse it and I make millions. You understand? And then is a brother. You ever have certain look change like where I try to take out a bank like? And I remember I hear money like, you know. And it's like a thief, your money, you know. Cause you have to get one lawyer, one doctor, one Indian, and one chief to sign off on it, you know. Yeah, brother. Tell us, Jaja. Alright. Financial fraud, especially within our banking system, is the suck-out bag juice thing. It has been a thing. I remember there was a particular case where the criminals, they were taking $1 from each person's account every day. Imagine, you know, Scotty, $1 per day for a year, you know, bro, from thousands of people, you know. A man take $1 off your account, you know, you don't miss that, brother. It's not $1, unless it's $1 you have. Or you have $2 one gone here, so then no my next dollar there. But you have a couple $1,000 in there, and I'm gonna take off $1 every day. Him did when the police then catch him and said, and then go in and computer and say, you know, say police like that, they're Jamaica like. The man saying, you know, say police, they're Jamaica with them, their ability there. You understand? So a long time then things are going on. And many other cases have been made public where, remember the lady from NCB too? NCB? I don't want to lie upon them. Yeah, man. The lady man where Billy Dice house around one part like. I don't think that she take. No, but as I said, there have been many cases that just point into that. You understand me? Oral Gale, Blessing State, Scotty. Like yes, Scotty Biscuit. Scotty Biscuit, big up yourself. Yo, the Jamaica National Customer Service are criminal. They're Jamaica. NCB, we are talking about so yes, we don't know you reach over the part. Top call people name to man. but we understand what you say, bro. See, so watch it. The banking thing is a thing. You have to keep your eye on your money, like. You understand? And I have come to the realization that, well, for me, who is advancing as a investor, like, me don't love when my money sit down there and do nothing. You understand? Me don't love that. You see me? So many people are not willing to take probably the risks that I would take, investing wise, but say, me don't love see my money just, I mean, it is important to have an emergency fund. Don't get me wrong. You understand? So, there's that. But, me don't know about that. For me money just sit down one place and look on people. You understand? And now move like, well, now benefit me. So, dozens of NCB customers lose $18 million in cyber fraud attack. Yeah? So about 12 customers of the national, I did have individual video about this as well. About 12 customers at the National Commercial Bank, NCB has lost approximately $18 million in some fraud, smishing and phishing fraud attack over the last 10 days. It really and truly pronounced phishing, you understand? But it's spelled with a P. See? So basically what happens, Scotty, them send you a text message or an email with a link. Yeah, and the first thing you click on the link. You understand? It's like that. Say you have to click on the link because there's something wrong with the account. It's some panic business. Your account got lock your password, I got something. Mm-hmm. See? So that's what them do. So the basically how it go, the customers are sent the link where they have to click via text or email. Mm-hmm. See? And things. So when they click a link now and put in them information, the info they go to the scammers them. The scammers them now, they call you now, purporting to be NCB customer service representative. Mm-hmm. Request it. Then who could then call my phone now? This is my phone when me buy with my money now. And ask me if you give them my RSA token.
No, do that.
You could then be Michael Lee Chin and I get it.
I'll come in the bank and
me can link you run another part, they run another bank, they run another part, MG. Everything good, man. Me see one of them time. You understand? So, me I say, me not blame the victim, them in Scotty. But, me not think the conversation can be had without pointing to personal responsibility either. Because, me not know who will call me Scotty British. And send me to give them my RSA token.
And me and you one.
Me not see how that go work out still. You understand? I'm here. I'll probably be in just done bed and want to stay in a shower, like him pay my water bill. You understand? So me don't know. Them call every day. Oh, NCB customer care people, them can't call me. Like that. Because me not know only thing NCB and Scotia people then call me for is say them lend me money. Then me don't want the money for borrow. Or they want to give me credit card. You understand? Apart from that, you can't call me, ask me certain personal information. If me call you now, Scotty, as a customer care, then now, you'll probably catch me so if it's a scammer and you get the call. Because me have a problem and me a call you know, sometimes I verify some things and ask some security questions. But say you can call me first and ask me for my RSA token. You then get a RSA with an next hey. You understand? Not my token. I'm not sure. So then call you now, requesting your token code. You understand? And then now them add themselves as a beneficiary to your account, mama.
They wouldn't like my account then. Yeah, right.
Them add themselves, remember you can pay more time, you know? And that's how you go. So all the money need for do just link it 24th or 23rd, you know, bro.
In my phone.
So by the time you get your pay, enough, you know.
I reach you gone.
I reach you gone.
Time them to go transfer.
Maybe, well, be impressive. I was thinking that I don't know the demographics of the victim, but I don't know. You understand? But even so, 1.2 million insured. Most customers are supposed to be refunded. All of them should be refunded, I think, bro. The bank have that, but I guess they have to link for them insurance. So for them premium, I will go up, I guess. I don't know. I know they're very creative and rosy. And as me always say, the easiest way to get scam is out of desperation. So then call you and make your account, I got lock this. No, make it lock down. Me come my bank and start you. You understand what I say? No, but as a matter of fact, more you see through all thing I go, me not even to look for an email with them say them send unless me know say me and them in a business. It's just a random email, me not bother with them the email there. You understand what I say? For example, like on a daily basis, 10 to 20 companies will email me saying that they want to do collaborations in terms of ad placement and things. You ever see me run the ad placement for nobody around here, sir? Like that? If me don't know you like. I mean, there are opportunities there. You know, when I deal with that part in terms of running ads on the video and things, because it will turn out some people to one thing and thing. But say, yeah. But apart from that, brother, hundreds of emails I have received on a monthly basis about it, like every day. Like, I don't know if I Google or who share my email with them people, sell me info to them people, and every day them in my inbox. So, I not just them things there. So, I don't know you catch me there with this still. I tell you the truth. The scammers are always one step ahead of us. I have also received a message like that asking for my info, PIN, etc. Not from NCB, but a bank here in the United States. Well, you have to just be careful, Blairboard. Everything that the United States is doing in the banking system, Jamaica is doing the same thing. The bank is not doing certain things at all. So you should know that it is. I am so paranoid that I ain't taking no small chance. Google does it. Enough of them. Facebook, Google, I mean, sell your info and anything. So, yeah. But me, I say, peeps, you have to, personal responsibilities, I think. You have to, tell them if you left roadside, you know. Personal responsibilities, I think, because you have to be alert. You know where things go. You understand? You can't just. You see, this online space is a dangerous space, is it? Yes, that's the next thing to bro. You understand? He's saying it is a bank employees who are giving out your information to the choppers. That is not far-fetched. As a matter of fact, enough time you hear someone go a bank and they are held up and robbed after they left the bank. People on the inside know what go on. Them call them friend and thing. You understand? The only way they can scan me with dog plates. Them send me an 8K check for cash and take some and use the rest. Bug thing for them. Bank will never call or email. They must send a letter. No man, bank email man. My bank will send you info. Not to do business per se, but they will send you info with stuff and things. So I don't know. But we have to be alert. You understand? Auntie. I don't know how much money I have sitting in a bank account going forward like that still. As long as the stock market is a thing, I think me hedge my bets there, so. You understand? Because I like when my money I do things to me. You see me? You grew up say you need to save and you have fine, me not say no. But right now, I'm money at work, me think there, so. You understand? So, But that this are going in a many banks, and I just know NCB alone nowadays, you see? So it's just that one they make public. And thing. NCB have been getting a bad rep for late, so I will look at things have been involved in it. Them sell people info, as me say. Info is the new ad. Yeah, true, yeah man, definitely. Most apps on brother, if you download the app, Zane, on Apple, on the iPhones, it will say you need to give the app or the operators of the app the go ahead to track you. I track your info. No, brother, we're not upon that. You understand? So now it is a law that says you have to notify the person that you are tracking them or the information will be used for X. Barita, you won't trust still selling. And all I saw them still sell, bro. That's why they listed. When they listed them, they did it for sale. Yeah, man, Barita is still. Barita is a listed stock, so they are still for sale. I think them the 90 something. I'm not sure I know. I did sell my Barita shares at one time. And thing. 2 men so with the reporter, I think you know. 2 men fatally shot by police in Clarendon, in the common investigating. Jamaican banks should put out more cyber awareness on advertising. That makes sense. And thing. Also, I think. Yeah, I think the Cyber Crimes Act is in front of Parliament. Also, so I think all of these things should be covered. Well, I hope. My mother's money was taken from her account too from NCB. She wasn't in that 12. It happened before this, and the NCB are still investigating. They said it will take about. You can imagine. You want your money now for those, now you have to wait 6 months. But I tell her. And it's quite a while now that NCB has been getting bad publicity from things like this. Yes,
I think it was her card. She used the card at one of the machines.
And then clone it.
300,000.
Yeah? She get it what?
Yeah, man, but it took a while.
Take a while.
Took a while for her to get back the money.
Also, when you log on sites, they're telling you to accept cookies. I must be bakery.
Where is it?
Yeah, well, only thing they do is replace the card. It's a real world out there, like, especially if you go one place, Scotty, and the person swipe your card and tell you say your card now go through.
No, that's why
they might try for one next machine. You prefer use a credit card?
Make your bank money go missing, not mine. Wonderful. When them money go missing, teacher them how quickly figure out say something wrong and give themselves back their money.
Me never look at
My
it that
money
way.
go missing.
Me never look at it that way then still.
It's a long while before me get it back.
Teach, more stocks drop by 10 to 20%. Yes, bro, don't even come spoil my mood. Brother, bro, the last 2 weeks, I have lost about $700,000 in cap gains. Not my principal money, in money when we make off a stock service. Brother, don't even get me started on that. It recovered a little bit yesterday and today, so me give thanks. Yesterday we make back about 130 grand. Today we make back about 150 grand. So me give thanks, brother. Like, they tell us that. But it was just, me figure out what I go on. Jaro, give thanks to the bro. Appreciate the support in a real life. Yeah, man, blessings. I think many people wanted to become a bit more liquid in anticipation for the dollar IPO. So I think many people were just selling at any rate. They were selling at profit, but not because them probably buy it early. So for them, average cost is probably low compared to where you then at the same stock. So them just sell out. So you get a fit. I'm on a business with them on the stock market, and money you might try to make. I know some kind of gone one different direction, teach my portfolio down 5K. Right. I mean, Canadian or Jamaican. If a 5K Jamaican, we don't know. You understand? Yeah, so in truth, I never lose the money. I did kind of get very close to start losing some, and as I said, cap gains. Like, that is what you would have made off the stock, not the principal where you invest. So I did give that. But it's rough, brother. So dollar IPO open today. I don't even know it close, because I'm not even buying no note. You understand what I'm saying? And the only problem, I wished I had a couple $1 million and I could buy up some of the stocks in my portfolio for cheaper, so reduce my average. So when they start make back money, me good, but me never have it. You understand? So that was my only disappointment, because there's opportunities in these things, but me make a move on. Canadian, 5K Canadian. Yeah, you saw me about that Rosie, man. You know, with stocks invariably they will. Alright, yeah, me figure said it will close immediately, bro. Because the interest that was around it, me figure it was going to close as it opened. Alright, it's closed today. You understand? One of the things with the dollar IPO is the amount of shares that was on offer, 250 million public, the public pool. I think that is too much for an IPO, because what it means that many people will get shares, so the demand that listing may not be as great. Long story short, so I never really you understand? I just want the market balance out back from the start back so money. That's the thing there. But sit down every day and watch it till one day I just stop watching it already. You understand? You hurt your head, you hurt your feelings. So, and as I said, I was losing cap gains and not principal. So, you understand? Scotty been a lose principal still. So she down bad. She are frauds. You understand? A millionaire once said it's better to use your credit card because a credit card have insurance. If you use your debit card, you can lose your money.
I believe in that.
Alright, yes.
I don't want to use my credit card to pay taxi fare.
I am not I was very...
You were traumatized by the credit card, sir?
Yeah, but it was my fault. You understand? And me just no bother with it after that. After me have to pay. TH, buy a drink this week was a good one. Few guns off the street. 2 get knocked in the come on the road tonight. I'm going to talk about that same way, brother, as we said that. We'll drink mine Sunday. And I say a word in the bro. Give thanks. We appreciate the contribution and the continued support. And above all, brother, we appreciate the service to the country, bro. And be careful out there. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. I appreciate the one's service to the country, bro. See, but don't have too much. Yeah, man. And invest in all the thing. Teach by Amazon and Google. Like, right. No, man. You know, so I invest in the US stock market, but at them 2 stock that no, not Amazon and Google. I would buy Apple and Amazon. Probably Google would add it to that. Them 3 there. I don't know. I'm not venture in the American stock market. It still is Jamaican stock. As Jamaica Stock Exchange, I really invest on at the moment. Been learning it. Yeah?
Invest gonna work.
Yeah, invest at Touchy Road. Yeah,
okay, be safe.
Alright, so this is not investment 101, you know. It's that, you understand, with us, this divert me like buy Tesla. Tesla is a good stock for you too as well. But me not venture over the US market yet still. But they have designs of doing so. But me not get around there yet. You understand? The money not enough yet. With try work on it. Google is good. Yeah. Google a massive company, man. So it's always Apple and Amazon that I had my eyes on. Microsoft to a local level. Tesla to a local level. But so when I call I start on me, man. It was a prepaid credit card. That is the one that I use still. Well, not really. Not really. Kinda. Money I have to depend on my card for use it. You understand? But I get and I know people who make them credit card work for them in a Scotty. Them route everything through them credit cards. So you see how when they go to supermarket, all 90,000 of them spend on supermarket bill and then spend a lot of them pocket and rewards that you know.
Rewards.
I probably need, and then the amount of things that I have purchased in the last few years, especially equipment wise, I then probably get some nice rewards, you know. I don't know. Every day Scotia NCB so they want to give me look how much I think me here dash at. They want to give me credit card. I tell them I don't want it still. I guess they will call. When they call them back again, me see. And I'll pre-approve credit card, you know. Pre-approve loans and pre-approve credit card, you know. And I say,
When they come about pre-approve loan, me ask me if I have to pay back.
It's a loan there. It's a loan, sis. That's what
And they say no, I'll take it.
Okay, alright. I don't want you will get it to take then.
But until then, no thanks. I'm here too.
Yeah. 2 men fatally shot by police in Clarendon, you know, in the car and probing. That is what Invest was referring to just now. So the interest rate high. I guess different cars have different interest rate because they have different cars that will do different things and stuff, so I don't know. But the truth is, if I was using a credit card over the past couple of years, especially with equipment purchase and stuff, and then get a nice with that. Indicom saying not one more shooting. Shapemate, 14 gunmen who will not have chance to hurt anyone else. So, 2 men were killed by the police during an alleged shootout in Bucks Common, Clarendon on Thursday. They have been identified as Rosine Brown, or Roshan, I think it's Roshan. I know some people spell Sean. Roshan Brown and Ryan Murray. The matter is being probed by the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom. Now, according to Indicom, the police reported that a team was on surveillance patrol in the community when they were allegedly fired at initially by one man and subsequently by a group who appeared. Now, following the exchange, 2 men were seen with gunshot injuries. They were assisted to hospital and later pronounced dead. Indicom says all 5 concerned cops provided initial accounts to its investigators and were served with notices to submit statements and attend interviews related to the incident. Their service weapons were collected for processing and sealed. I have a question I need to ask about that. 2 9mm firearms were reported as recovered from the incident, a Glock pistol with a serial number erased, and a Carandia pistol with serial number. So the hand of both deceased men were tested for a gunshot residue prior to the photographing and sealing of their bodies for storage pending a post-mortem examination, Indicom said. All firearms will be transported to the government forensic lab for testing, it noted. Now, Indicom is appealing to all persons who witness or may have any information in relation to the incident to contact the Commission's head office or share any details via WhatsApp at 876-553-55555. Now, Indicom is reporting that the incident was the second double fatal shooting for May and brings a total to 6 people killed by the security forces for this month. So far this year, 46 people have been killed by the security forces. Sir Copper, big up yourself and your family. Give thanks. August, what you did, fam? Give thanks, man. Hope you're okay now. I think the last time you say you're there, you did say you had treated with some stuff. I don't remember if you said that your mommy was ill. And as we said that, Peace, remember one time Tess did pass through and I told her that her mommy was sick. Like, I think I streamed the Friday. And I told her that her mommy passed the Sunday. I haven't checked in on her in a few days, probably over a week or so now still. As a matter of fact, I think her mother died Mother's Day.
Wow.
Or the day before Mother's Day. You understand? So, I don't know if I had mentioned that before. Let me take the opportunity to express my sincere sympathies to Tesserine and her family. You know, she's not going to be able to pass through it for a while. So, remind me tomorrow if I don't remember Scotty if you reach out to her, because I haven't spoken to her in a few. But, you know, I was communicating with her for a while. And, you know, sometimes when the deaths come, you're not even know if it's a really most of the time. So, sometimes.
You know, I go in hiding.
You're going hiding for all things still.
That's not true.
That is
You're
true. That is
You're
true.
such a liar. We let me not argue with you. Condolences to you, Tess, and your family in this time of bereavement. I know the Lord will see you.
When good girl door pass, you're going to hiding. When COVID come, you're going to hiding.
No, when COVID come, we did already in hiding. Be fair.
If you treat with the pass in a good girl door, you're going to hiding. If you treat with the hiding, you're going to further hiding. Yes, I
So if you are to be fair, I was in hiding before COVID.
Right. When I say no.
Yes, so I just continued. I didn't branch off.
But me I say it's a hider.
You say naturally.
Right. So I say means a liar. That's not true. Oh man, so sorry to hear of Tess. I think Tess is also in the group, you know. I think Tess is in the group. Yeah man, I think Tess is in the group. She's just probably not active, so I don't know. You guys can probably reach out to her through that. And if the ones you know in the group like need the number, I mean the contact, but then it would be in there if you know you search us. I don't know. Hey Kerry, how are you? Auntie. So yeah.
Hi Kerry, it's been a while.
So invest, big up yourself. As I said, bro, I appreciate the works, bro. You understand? Auntie. Hold on. He got hospice for her. Doctors gave up on her. We got a hospice for her. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. August, his mommy, she's saying he's saying that it does scratch me. No, it does scratch me. Like. Teacher, I linked her, but she not talking. Yeah, man, naturally, I can understand that. As I said, well, she not want to talk to me still. So, but link her again, and you know, make sure you know. Let's go on with it, bro. I'm sorry for years, so mommy in that stage and that state there. Jaja. Well, I mean, she's in hospice, so she's still around. Sound like she's not doing very well, but you know what I mean, I still have to give thanks that she's still above ground, though. And things. So go on with it, bro. I know them things are rough, you know, especially when a mummy. You understand? I know that kind of hit differently. Yeah, I know that hit differently. You understand? Auntie. Yes, Rasta Judge. Bar owner shot dead in Clarendon. So a man was killed and 2 others injured when gunmen invaded a bar on Rectory Road in Buckner in Clarendon last night. I think it wasn't last night, it was a couple of days ago, but when the article was, you understand?
Bucks is different from Buckner?
Bucks come on different from Buckner, man. Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, the deceased has been identified as 29-year-old Troy Roswell, a bar operator and the security guard of Pearl Boulevard in Buckner. Roswell's girlfriend and another man were also shot during the attack. Now, reports on the police side at about 9:15 p.m., the victims were inside a bar operated by Roswell along Rectory Road when 3 men armed with firearms knocked and shouted, "Police, don't move." The culprits then gained entry and proceeded to open gunfire in the direction of the victims, hitting Roswell multiple times to the head and upper body. Wow. The female was shot in the breast and hand, and the other man shot in the foot. The culprits escaped in a waiting motor car. So the police were summoned, and the victims were taken to hospital where Roswell was confirmed dead, and his girlfriend admitted. The 3rd victim was treated and released. So the police say security presence has been ramped up in the area as the incident is likely to spark a reprisal. Now, up to the 23rd of May, a total of 28 people were murdered, have been murdered in Clarendon. A total of 18 shooting incidents were also reported to the police. Yeah. Rough. Bike taxi operator gunned down. So a man was killed in a drive-by shooting in Grangeville, Westmoreland on Friday morning. The deceased has been identified as 31-year-old Odane Smith. Alright, he's also called Did Black. So he's a bike taxi operator of Kings Valley. So reports reaching the Observer, they published the article, and that Smith was sitting on his bike in the Grangehill Square when a car drove up. Two men alighted from the vehicle and shot him multiple times. The men then returned to the waiting vehicle and the car drove off. The car later crashed and one of its doors fell off, but the men kept going in the vehicle. Smith was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, bike taxi operators in Grangehill are grieving. Me nervous. All of we feel away, one man said. Me just left him to eat a patty and cocoa bread. Only if he come here say him dead, he added. Now, Smith's sister, Vinette Gordon, said that her brother had been a hard worker. Anywhere the work there, him find it, she said. Right now, me feel sick in my head. If you know, so me can't see him. And if I call him, he won't answer, said a distraught Gordon. The last time they spoke, he had promised to visit. Him said him soon come look for me. And it not happened yet, she recalled. That's my home, Grangehill. Yes, Christina, I know.
Yeah, driving from Grangehill.
With a body marijuana. Police pull me over, step to my car. What you want him say? What that smell for you? Oh, okay, Chrissy, thanks. I saw the pic in the Observer article, but I never saw the actual Jaja. I tell her, thanks, Lady Clark.
Yeah, shooting segment.
Yeah, shooting segment, like. The man them killed Did Black. Brother name Did Black. Teacher heard about the Texas thing. Yeah, brother.
No.
Yes, bro. And the others, all the others, I've heard about them. I've seen, I've read, boy, I mean, I know. I was talking to my partner earlier about the situation with the United States thing. It's like, how you laugh about?
Good time you said you're in a partner job.
Oh, I didn't say partner, I said partner.
It is partner.
Yeah, but we said partner. Yeah. Yes, me and a partner, job.
I hope you get your job. Don't do like me.
I was spread out there. I know I'm spread out there.
Bad statement laugh, you one laugh. Frank say what's joke is dead to me.
You need to share that with the stream.
I'll
One time. People of a jury. If you intend to become, you know what I mean, a member of a partner, JN, Jamaica National Building Society, they have one. I think you normally get your money when you forget it. That's all I have to say. No rush in your program. Would like to see a Johnny P interview. Bro, I want to tell you, say, I interviewed Johnny B for about 2.5 hours one time, you know. The interview them for me hard drive. But they're no hard in the panel, bro. Scotty no plug in sitting.
That's not true. That is the hey. How that became true, sir?
You are the technical person and set.
No, that wasn't what happened with Johnny P.
Yeah, man, that man. What I don't plug in, It break up, break in, break out.
And that was when the equipment did a
problem.
malfunction. Exactly.
Yeah.
How wicked boy say I'm in a plug in.
Teach, you're getting on the dollar IP. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in I carry. I have no money, that's one. Two, I couldn't find a little money, but then I said, sure, man, I don't know. I read the prospectus and thing and was contemplating it, but then I never had no money. And then I said, I look at money and then I never look it. You understand? So I didn't get no time. I was more concerned about my stocks that have been devaluing significantly for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. But because of the IPO contributed to that, I was speaking about it earlier. I said some people that have become liquid, so them still have some stocks. You know what, profit for them but loss for me because of me buying in some of the stocks. So no man, there are some did 150 grand, 200 grand, 130 grand, 110 grand and cap gain just disappear. But the principal still are going alright, we give thanks. So like I buy some carry. Auntie. my one concern with the dollar IPO is the amount of shares that were on offer. You understand? So, come listing, I don't know if the demand will be as great as, say, like it was for Spiritual or Edufocal. I think the Edufocal IPO was 98 million shares. I think the Spiritual was like 100. I don't even remember if it reached 100 million. But I think JFP was in the 90 millions as well. 150 million. I don't remember. But dollar is a lot. 250 million shares in the wild. I don't know after listing how the demand will be. So that was my one concern. But I don't have no money I carry. I tell you the truth, God love. So I ain't get no night.
Oh man.
What happened? Over funeral. Mother?
Brother.
Yeah, man, I know it was going to be oversubscribed, Kurt. When you have, alright, IPO rule 101. You can't wait for opening day if you buy. You buy your order before. So, you know what I think. All IPOs tend to be oversubscribed in recent times. Because we are becoming an IPO country. You know what I think. And them something there. I want them to...
I see what you're thinking.
No man, I camera up or something. I lost 40k. Cap gains are what? Come back. I forgot to do that car, sir. Come back, but I got to have some more things over it. But alright. Yeah, but alright. Talk about the stock market later. Full blown gang conflict as 3 die in Rose Heights attack. So intra-gang warfare deepens. Well, as intra-gang warfare deepens in St. James, Assistant Commissioner of Police Clifford Chambers has admitted that it has been difficult to break criminals' stronghold in a grinding war of attrition. That grim analysis came hours after a drive-by shooting in Rose Heights, St. James, in which 3 people were killed and 2 others hospitalized with injuries. To convict the gangs, we have to get evidence. To get the evidence, you have to get the statement. And to get the statement, you have to make people feel comfortable, Chambers, the Area 1 police chief, said, emphasizing the difficulty in securing convictions. The deceased in Wednesday afternoon's attack is 27-year-old Chadwell Fraser, otherwise known as Bomb Brain or Chad, of Felicity Road, Glendevon. Shamario Calvin, otherwise called Chippy, a 24-year-old of Ballground, Rose Heights, and Tony and Reed, otherwise called Two Fly, who resided at Jarrett Terrace. All had St. James addresses. So police investigations point to an ongoing conflict. Hold on. Police investigators point to an ongoing conflict. The Shabdan, Whitaker, Bossed, and Fredman's gang. Again, so the police investigations point to the ongoing conflict. The Shabdan, Whitaker, Bossed, and Fredman gangs. We are not getting the statements to facilitate the evidence and to facilitate the anti-gang dream coming to fruition, the Assistant Commissioner said, frustration evident in his voice. Noting that he understood that residents were fearful, he acknowledged that the task was Herculean. Since the incident, the police have increased patrols and other measures to guard against reprisal in Salt Spring, Albion, and Greenpond, Chambers said. So the Rose Heights gunfight is believed to have been a clash of rivals, with the attacker surprising the victims during a birthday party for one of the injured men. Cartridges recovered at the scene suggest that high-powered rifles were used. I saw an article that said that 51 M16 spent shells were recovered. Now, reports are that the group was on Mall Road when a silver Toyota Axia motor car drove up. Masked men with rifles exited the car and opened fire. The incident occurred about 4:20 p.m. Brawling daylight, that's in brother. Reed was shot in the back and buttocks, Calvin in the head and thigh, and Fraser in the upper body. Fraser was pronounced dead on arrival at hospital, and Calvin and Reed succumbed to their injuries while undergoing treatment. Chambers is imploring citizens to call with information that could help to solve the crime. We just want anyone with information to feel free to call us. Information that can lead us to who are the persons who were involved, the appealed. Now, a curfew was imposed in the era for 48 hours. I don't know if it has been 51 me here teach. Oh, I think it was in the Observer. One of the newspapers, I say 51. So, I don't know. That is enough to conquer 3 villages. 3 villages. So, I don't know, yeah, man. The name of the gang, though. Which one of the gang, Kerry? It's like the Middle East, yeah. Jano Star. The man, them turn up the firepower. But for what do Warrior Star? Like, I know you don't know it, but just ask a question. Like, how are these men benefiting from these shootings?
Ongoing conflicts.
Ongoing gang feud. Like, people are dying daily. People will continue to die. Because if you come and shoot up my birthday party and people for me dead, I mean, no say you shoot up my birthday party. Then, brother, me go circle you. Then when me circle you, some more people dead. Then they circle back my family. Then me circle back, or probably me dead. Then somebody else in my family circle back, and I saw the circle. It's a circle, brother. No start, no end. Sit up properly, man. Stop lounging.
Hurts.
Oh, hush. I know, yeah, man. I don't know. Them not care teach. Boy, speaking about them, Ellie, good night, sis. How you doing? It's good to see you. Ellie said, good night, Scotty. Cycle of war. Mr. Davis, what go on, big bro? Boy, I don't know. Speaking about St. James, as Warrior Star said, St. James near 100 murders. We mean for the year, like, you know, how much month? January, February, March, April, May. 5 months, you know?
How for place like again?
You all St. James?
No, man.
Certain them constituency, yeah? Minister of National Security? Zinc fence and bad road them a fight over, I assume. Jaja. Endless cycle. Why, I don't even know, brother. So 2 persons were gunned down in St. James on Thursday as bullets continued to rain in the northwestern parish. So the latest incident occurred shortly after 4 p.m. inside People's Arcade located in downtown Montego Bay. Even again, you know, it's like a 4 o'clock. You man, them are striking both. 4 o'clock when you go. You understand? So the Barnett Street police reported that the body of an unidentified male was discovered in a pool of blood after gunshots. There's a pool of bloody. I tell us that the editor did not record newspaper them now. After gunshots were heard coming from a section of the arcade, which is next to the transportation center in the second city. So the victim had been shot multiple times. Now, prior to that killing, detectives attached to the Cambridge and Anchovy police stations were called to a scene in Mount Carey on Thursday morning where a lone gunman had killed a popular 36-year-old businessman Devard Brissett of York Bush, also in Mount Carey. Now, reports are that shortly after 6:30 a.m., Brissett was returning from his farm, which is in proximity to his home, when he was ambushed by a gunman who had been awaiting him inside his yard. The gunman fired several shots at Brissett, who ran back in the direction of his farm. The gunman gave chase and shot Brissett multiple times before fleeing the area on foot. Now, relatives rushed Brissett to hospital where he died while being treated. And the killings follow a triple murder in Rose Heights that I just spoke about after gunmen shot 5 people at a birthday party on Wednesday evening. A total of 8 people have been murdered in St. James over the past week. St. James in flames. If it is not St. James, it is Westmoreland. Shake my head. These people I have to deal with. Why invest? Jaja. Invest. What the man them a be a fight for? I don't know, brother. Tell the police to ask the people who survived the gun attack who shot them. The idea of being feared is a part of the adrenaline that drives them. Fair enough. Fair point. But I don't know, Mr. Davis. What a bunch of dummies killing their own brothers and sisters. She's tired, man. Oh, she probably that, and then her chain has a hat. If you buy one another party, but water more than flour, yeah, man. What you say? Water more than flour. There are long fritters there, brother. Fritters you have look out, you know what I mean?
You put curry in your fritters?
No. I've tried it before and it's nice, but you know, I make curry fritters already, but why? You just discover that?
No, I don't want curry fritters.
It did not nice, man. But I don't love it like. I like
Saltfish.
regular natural fritters. Yeah, but saltfish in a curry fritters.
But
This
you
is
don't want no
a
curry
saltfish curry fritters.
No, I don't.
You know who used to love that sitting there? Everett. For true, but I tell you. A man in a frying a fritters for curry in it. And it's a man who ain't bad in him and a cool in him, you know. So I don't know come by that. You understand? Yeah, man, curry fritters bad for you, bro. But I don't love it like curry for put pan chicken back and chicken and then sit there. You understand? What a segue. Yeah. So, what I do if you know you're a star? And what if then shoot a man at Lawrence Stafford? Then shoot a man outside at Emancipation Park, then rob him. Then shoot a man.
Twin Gates.
Eh?
Twin Gates Plaza, I think I see one yesterday too.
Twin Gate, I don't know that. I don't hear about that. I missed that one there. All sort of shooting are going. Speaking about shooting, JLP's Lenox Hinds killed at stoplight. So a high-level probe is on the way to determine the motive behind the gun murder of Lenox Hinds, Jamaica Labour Party councillor caretaker for the South Borough Division in St. Catherine. So the incident occurred shortly after 5 p.m. on Thursday along the busy Marcus Garvey Drive in Kingston. So Hinds was driving a white Honda CRV in the company of a female colleague and his daughter when men traveling on a motorcycle opened fire while he waited at the stoplight under the bridge at the entrance of the Portmore Toll Road. The woman was also shot, but the police theorized that Hinds was the target. His daughter, who was reportedly traumatized, escaped injury and was later released in the custody of her mother. Now, Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, head of the St. Andrew South Police Division, along with several other high-ranking officers visited the scene, and Ricketts confirmed that the trigger men were after Hinds. It is early days, but from all indications, the modus operandi of the perpetrators, we believe the driver was targeted, Ricketts said. So the crime caused peak hour gridlock for miles as investigators combed the area for clues. Now hundreds of motorists were, that is not even important. So the Huntsby Criminal Investigation Branch is investigating. Now Hinds and the two co-accused were freed of murder in January of 2013 in the Home Circuit Court. He was held in connection with the August 27 murder of Ora Livermore at Portsmouth in Portmore, St. Catherine. Hinds was charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, and shooting with intent. It is reported that during the run-up to the general election, People's National Party supporters were accused of tearing down JLP posters and flags mounted in the community. The prosecution led evidence that Hinds hired gunmen to kill Livermore. It is alleged that on August 15, the victim and other persons were attacked by a group of men traveling in a white motor car. 3 persons, including Mr. Livermore, were hit. So Mr. Hinds was arrested and charged for murder in 2007, but he was acquitted in 2013. So I don't know. You understand? Scotty's under attack by a flying creature.
Yeah, like one wasp or something, me say.
A bees man, pitch by you, left the rich by you.
True.
You
Next time you
understand?
go buy me.
And thing. Oh, me if you ask you something. What they talk about did black, a bike taxi man. You didn't take a bike taxi.
Used to ride by my father's bike.
Yeah, but your father bike that to me ask if you didn't take your
Of
father used to
course,
run
then if
taxi.
there's nothing else.
Somebody used to run taxi.
Yeah, from the corner to can go from there.
Oh, a man like that
was the
in
means of
politics after.
transportation, then yeah, I would.
Hold on. DeAndre is making a point. So DeAndre say, how a man like that in a politics after the witness get killed? The witness get killed? Which
I
witness?
know what DeAndre
No. But DeAndre, if you are accused of a crime and you are tried and acquitted, then there's that too. You understand? So it's basically you're saying then if you are acquitted of a crime and at all, it shouldn't be employed meaningfully. I don't know what that you're saying. I could talk. And thing. So, right. I know. Me understand the point where you're trying to make Selena, bro, but there's a fact that he was acquitted. I mean, there's that. Whether we like it or not, it's the fact. So, yeah. So, we don't know. They are investigating a lot of speculations. As you know, these things, people are saying things and speculating on them something. And I suppose you know, Queen Steph, good night, Empress. How are you? Queens. Oh, Steph, big up yourself, man. You understand? It's good to see you. You see him? And thing, you know, with these things, especially my colleagues on YouTube will say a lot, you know, technically is innocent in the eyes of the law. And think, well, I don't necessarily think acquittal is always that. Acquittal is just that sometimes you don't want to be evidence to support the case. So you acquit. If the glove don't fit, you acquit. G was only acquitted because the witness was murdered. Okay. Oh, so for me 2 cents, I say, okay, cool. Oh, so I understand what DeAndre I say, I know. But then, I don't know.
No.
I not even know that the witness was actually, a witness in the case was killed either. You understand? I guess I never dig so far. I did not do a video either, because, you know, when I do the murder things most of the time either.
It's too much, like, it
blood
drowns you.
Brother, I'm tired for blood up my channel, brother.
It takes your
Yes,
energy, like,
oh, the witness turned up dead. Them okay.
suck out back those settings when it comes to murder.
And people like that. Okay, man, I understand the danger. I didn't know that a witness in the case was killed, bro. And those charges had been expunged. Those charges has been expunged. Okay. As Mr. Seminary really dig too deep, like I know it's hard not to know if it is everywhere, you understand, as a politician, you know what I mean? He was killed, so it's gonna be a big thing. But, you know, for a while now, I'm kind of easy for the murder business. Yeah, man, build back Jamaica. That is the same point I was making when I was talking about the acquittal in the Klansman one dan gang thing. You understand? So we know that, man. We know that. And thing. Yeah, so whole heap of murders. Up to the 23rd of May, there were 574 murders. I'm sure there's over 600 now. And we're still in a May by a couple of days. And thing. Teach them the IPO yeah, man, I know the IPO go oversubscribe. All IPOs these days are oversubscribed, brother. I tell you, we are fast becoming an IPO-centric country, you know. Yeah, but thing. I probably need to bring get somebody for do and look. Scotty, we talk. We have some things to do, you know. We need to add some things to the stream going forward. But me tell you that already, you know.
You're busy.
Well, my money busy too.
I sell black incense and so.
No, I sell black soap and incense. See, I sell the wrong things.
I sell black incense and so.
Just be a dead business. Boy, Moonlight, boy, me I tell you. Moonlight! Yeah, Moonlight is a... Yes, Teach, do it. Moonlight is an empress or is a lion? Is a lioness or is a lion? Yeah, Lady Christina, I have been meaning to do that. As a matter of fact, I have been meaning to add a small business segment to the stream where, you know, we highlight some small business operators, you know, make people that know I want for them that I want, plus some other things. But we'll get there. Stages and phases. You understand? Remember one time me on stream and I couldn't see me. Now you don't see me. So I really want to know how we as Jamaicans manage the tragedies every day. PTSD, man.
Grin and bear it, sir.
Not even Iraq have these types of murder figures. Off-topic question. How is it that so many contract teachers in the system, term after term, pure contracts? Enough contract teacher in the system? I know the contract, I think like for apps, I know those teachers are a contract, but I don't know.
Maybe like HFLE or something.
HFLE them on contract too?
Like, so I think so. Not sure though. Don't quote me on that.
So, Bogo, I don't know when you say so many contract teachers, I don't know. Like, ministry don't want them to get pension. I don't think so, because I know you have to pay your own pension too, sir. I don't like a ministry.
Nope, you're paying that.
You have to pay that, so that wouldn't be a problem if I have to pay it for yourself. Yes, Chrissy. So a lot of those, I want to do add a lot of stuff to the stream as we go forward. And thing, some might have got responsibility, but she said she's busy. So, I don't know.
Don't do that.
Scotty, you forget the small business people them.
I got them already. And you for tell me when
Me
they
not see them.
started.
You not buy no puss in no bag, brother. I don't even buy puss.
Anymore?
I never used to buy puss. But you said bag.
Okay, sir.
If you have something that you wish to say, you can say it. Maybe
I have nothing at all
So-
that I wish to say, sir.
I don't know. Oh, we come by
Nothing
that.
to worry.
Yeah, sir.
No
And Scotty need,
allegations to put
Scotty need to
forward.
run the stream by herself sometime. Like me not there and she just run the stream. Come in the studio, come run the stream. But she don't want to make no money, people. And 4 kid me can give you one.
Yeah, what you shooting?
She rich. You understand?
Stop it.
Me if you stop it, or you if you stop it. You understand? Alright, so you know the FLA is always go and be in the news for some reason or another. You understand? And thing. Firearm. Oh, I need to link her. So I can find out, Rosie. I went to a place today. Okay, okay, that's not fluid. Firearm dealer gets leave to challenge FLA delay in granting business licenses. I enjoy saying that word, The Supreme Court has given leave to Kent Brown, a firearm dealer, gunsmith, and a firearm range operator to go to the Judicial Review Court to get orders to compel the Firearm Licensing Authority, FLA, to grant his business licenses. Brown, in his affidavit, stated that he applied for the licenses on May 7th last year and paid a total of $425,000. A stamp was affixed on the application form indicating they were approved. He said he wrote to the FLA on May 17 last year, inquiring if the licenses were ready for a collection, but to date, he has received a response. He hasn't received a something.
You couldn't article exactly as how they would appear in the.
Yes, man. You know, say
There's so
a
many
errors in an
errors.
article, but me don't tell us the editors them now. Any small business or what? Yeah, man, small business that are reputable, not sell no bleaching cream, and no dildo and then something like. You understand? Legal things. So we will design some parameters around that.
Illegal?
No, illegal, but me nah
Okay.
promote no dildo business.
Okay.
And no sex doll business. Then things. What's your problem?
Eh,
It's a family channel I run, You have to look
I
out
just asked
for the
myself.
families, what you mean. You understand?
Yeah.
I didn't say dildo illegal, so it's all like a very defensive when dildo argument comes up.
I didn't know. I'm just saying. You're
Okay,
saying
but that's
you're
a-
from
that's a accident.
reputable and legal, and
Yep.
then you ban dildo from it right at the get go. So I'm asking why. You
Your
have
tone
what is the
change.
problem?
Rosie, teach them what do dilly.
What is the problem?
Dilly. What am dilly, Kerry? Yeah, Richie, big up yourself, bro. So I could continue with that something, So Brown said, in the circumstances, he is constrained to apply to go to the judicial review for an order of mandamus to compel. First, may I say that legal term there. What? Let me see. Can I say? Me not bright like that,
What the word is right looking up?
Yeah, mandamus meaning in law. So mandamus is a judicial remedy in the form of an order from a court to any government, subordinate court, corporation, or public authority to do some specific act which that body is obliged under law to do and which is in the nature of public duty and in certain cases one of a statutory duty. Okay, make a lot of sense. Mandamus. You couldn't name mandamus. What happened to Dills? I don't know how not that one named Dilly and Dills. I use the word dildo. You understand? Dilly.
He obviously has a bias.
I
And
don't
he's
have a,
fighting against.
I don't have a bias. I am just not
Dills.
promoting any dildo business. I know bleaching business. I know criminal enterprises. What's your problem? You understand? Have to take care of the families. You understand? I think teachers need to strike. I never know so much working for lesson plans, marking, test assignments, dealing with bad behavior kids. I respect our teachers, honestly. Well, that is just a few of
Kerry,
the
who is
duties.
Bob?
Teach them, Dilly or Bob. Okay.
Who is Bob, Kerry?
Bob the Builder.
Enlighten me, please.
Alright, let's
Maybe I'm
continue
thinking
because yeah. Mandamus, yeah. So the application was filed in December last year, naming the FLA. If someone trying to make me break the article, when it's a bad influence, you know. You understand? The application was filed in December last year, naming the FLA as a respondent. Now, attorney at law, anytime you hear judicial review case, are you wild man or a liar? Attorney at law, you wild man, who is representing Brown, made the application for a leave to go to the judicial review court. Supreme Court Judge Dale Palmer granted the application. Yeah, I can't see why they want to do that. Ziggy Wildman submitted that the FLA had no residual powers under the FLA Act to withhold the licenses once approval was granted. He argued that Brown suffered financial hardships in his businesses because of the withholding of the licenses. I would assume that would be the thing to true. Bob Batch
Nobody read it. Nobody read it. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Kerry, thank you for that info.
A reliable source at the FLA disclosed that a few weeks ago, Brown sent a letter to the authorities stating that he had closed his businesses and asked the entity to collect his firearms and ammunition. Yeah? The source confirmed that this was done. When contacted, Brown said he had no choice but to close his business because he was deprived of the licenses to operate them. Oh, he explained that due to the absence of the licenses, he decided to surrender his firearms and ammunition to avoid putting himself in a position to be charged with operating without a license. This sound... Jaja. Why the FLA always in some
Problem.
Some problem or another, you know? They're not tired.
It would seem not.
No, man, they have to tired, man. They can't just love problems, so, man.
It would seem that.
Because, alright, so working with the article, if what the brother say, him apply for so long, and then say, then stamp you and say approve, then why the man not getting license then, bruh? And then you go say no, a man right to himself to come cut. Then if a man have his weapons them, I want to give the license. Then not want to see him when I got call police for the man.
Knock him out.
What happened to the 400k? Well, I guess we're going to find out when they go in front of the judicial review. FLA always in a mix-up. Then come like some vloggers, Christina, always in a mix-up. And some artists. Yo. No. You see Jamaica, I love my country, you know. Like I really love my country. But you see that country and I love me, you know. That country and I love me. You know, some relationship only you alone love somebody like and then I love you like. That's a relationship with me and Jamaica still like. Eh?
Worse one that.
It's not a good relationship, it's not healthy. You understand? The amount of love me give to Jamaica, they not give me much love. Because the more time I defend Jamaica, you know. And Jamaica now, every day they give me one reason if you not defend him. Watch it. Let me show you a party shop out here. Watch a party shop here. That party shop here make mothers look good. I don't know why I keep doing mothers that there.
Mothers have great party.
Mothers have what?
Great party.
Yeah, I'm sure some people think so. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mother's party saved me enough when me there Michael see me not tell her no. You understand? Mm-hmm. Hungry kill we and we run go and the party there and hot the brother when they done it. So
Oh yes, that one mother right on us.
right across road this brother.
Mm-hmm.
And Jigga mother used to give the coupon them because she a manager across the mother's store them.
Oh.
Head office there, so we get coupon. Enough time not save it, brother. A body bag them with them put weed. I mean I tell them. Hungry and kill we sometimes like yeah. Stay there, you even know. The 5 away up a mother's. Party man. But give thanks to mothers in a the thing with mother's party, kiss with you.
Mother's party are strong when you needed it, sir.
Yeah, man. It's a thing with, as we said, mother's party, big up on yourself. You brought me to teachers college.
Hardships.
Yeah, but the thing is that now, it's when me meet mother's party. Now, if you have a lot of tissue, brother, I don't know what going on. Yeah, so I'm not bother with. Yeah, brother, I don't know what them put in there. Mother's party and captain spread. So, juicy beef and tastes work for me now. You know, juicy is my favorite party. Mother's party, big up yourself, brother. But you know, funny enough, you see, every time we talk about mother's party always appear. I mean, you know, saying that in the street, brother. Yeah, man. Big up Joe Kitchen and them people that run a tasty side there. Mother's alright. I mean, also like, it's Sunday down there. You understand? Then chicken alright, but the party, you know, work with my system, like. You understand? That means that a lactose intolerant youth, you know, so I don't know my problem. The mothers, they actually name teachers. Yeah, maybe. So Jamaica Zoo. So I'm going to say party shop business. Can I watch it? I have known of Jamaica Zoo for a long time. I never go there still. You understand? You go there?
Me and Beachy and Michelle.
Oh, you carry the monkey home. You brought the monkeys home.
You're right, though.
I hope she listen. You brought the monkeys home. Yeah, you're a good girl. You brought the monkeys home. I live out hear me. So what you know? So I have known of it. So I thought it was everybody know about Jamaica gym down Alaco. Everybody not gym. Zoo. Everybody know. Watch this now, you know. You repeat after me. Everybody know.
Everybody know.
Alright, so watch it out. Jamaica Zoo non-compliant with licenses to operate. The National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, has determined that the Jamaica Zoo in Lacovia, St. Elizabeth, has failed to comply with its licenses to operate the facility.
Oh, it's NEPA said. I think it was the other one, TP.
Them say it too.
Oh, God.
The determination was made following a visit to the attraction yesterday. So the visit to Jamaica Zoo follows the posting of a video which has gone viral on social media showing a lion at the facility ripping off the finger of a man the zoo has described as a contractor. The incident, which takes place in full view of shocked patrons, occurred after the man repeatedly taunted the animal in an apparent effort to get it to roar. Well, roar it did. You understand? Agitation. The lion latches onto the finger of the man through a cage fence, and after a struggle between them, he comes away with his finger. You know what you say? You're on the lion mouth? Take time, dry out.
Say, actually bite off your finger?
Yeah, man. You know, I don't watch a video, I know, I get it a million times, but I need to watch it. You understand what I say? Because I say, right now, then you can push your on the lion mouth like. Then that no wise. Empress Cookie. A long time I don't see them color there. Them color there make my eyes up. Bright up. Thanks so much for the contribution, Empress. I really and truly appreciate it. Sorry, but me not lie. You understand? Oh, so, but you never hear Scotty. If you're on in a lion mode,
take time,
dry out. Oh, so they sitting there come up and they go, yes, alright, so I go up as a 9 as an overhead cam. Then yes, if my birthday I come up again, or Father's Day, you know me up here that? You need to buy more overhead camera.
Yeah, my father?
No, but me take care of you like the child. I look after you, I make sure you're alright on these things. So you
buy Sambo
me like your father. Eh?
I buy Sambo GoPro.
You buy Sambo GoPro? Sambo say you want GoPro?
No.
To me, you say you buy Sambo GoPro, me. Yeah, so there has been outrage online following the posting of the video, with scores of Jamaicans calling for the facility to be investigated. NEPA says a multi-agency team consisting of its representatives, along with the veterinary service and the Jamaica Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, visited the attraction. So the environmental agency says it met with the operator of the zoo and the support staff. NEPA notes that Jamaica Zoo is in possession of 2 environmental permits under the Natural Resources Conservation Authority Act. In addition to being permitted to operate a zoo, the facility is permitted to import and introduce species of floral and fauna and other biological organisms. One better mind on import the wrong things about here. It also has a wildlife exemption certificate to keep several protected species of animals. NEPA says it found areas of non-compliance with the permits and licenses issued to the zoo. It says it found issues related to animal health and animal welfare which needed to be addressed. A report is being prepared to determine what final action will be taken. Now, in its statement at the weekend, Jamaica Zoo says it prides itself on love, care, and professional treatment that its animal receive. Me see on the next video with the same lion, where one woman walk about a lion.
Yeah.
You see it? Alright, so this is my thing now. NEPA, them me I talk about. NEPA, I am assuming that you grant the license of operation and such, but you also periodically check and follow up that these licenses, the operations are within the confines of these licenses. I would assume so. So it takes a man losing his finger for NEPA come and chat off their mouth. Where was NEPA all this time? Not following up what going on a Jamaica Zoo and a monkey around until a video where man losing his finger draw them attention to the thing. We are far too reactive as a people. We are too reactive as a nation.
So because if the license was granted originally, who does the follow-up inspections to say, all right, this is in contraband, this is in breach, this needs to be done? I would think they would be inspected at different intervals.
I would think so too. So what Angela said, NEPA is and has always been a rubber stamp institution. Because NEPA has been rubbing me the wrong way for a long time now, you know. Especially with the cockpit country situation, you know. But that means we are next time. You understand? NEPA never ever protect anything.
Who said that?
My geography brother.
What is
Yes,
didn't I send you to your bed about a hour or 2 ago, Mr. Didn't I send you to your bed?
I am standing with him. NEPA never ever protect anything. That is what it means. I agree. Visitors should not come in close contact. Is that visitor in a jar? Are the zookeeper them teach, but all people were properly licensed and don't be a fool. Which is true, bro. And that is fine. Me not say no. But as a government agency that has oversight responsibility, then live up to your responsibilities. You understand? That is the aspect of it when I talk about, you know. It shouldn't take a man losing finger for you run now and I look some media coverage and relevance. You understand what I say, bro? And that is what these agencies in Jamaica continue to do. When things happen, you see them in front of the camera and they haven't been doing their jobs. And taxpayers' money are funding these agencies. Are taxpayers getting the value for their tax dollars? Absolutely not. You understand? The man pushing in a lion mouth. Yo! Brother, yes. I want to tell you, say, me a clean Amir tongue. You understand? Because the boy don't want toothbrush again. Like he used to love one time, but no. And the man right off my finger and me a say, then me can't even complain because me push your finger in your mouth. You understand? And then me, if you go push my hand in a lion mouth, sir. First thing me leave, I live in a lion in a cage. You understand? Me not go near him.
I'm not going near. You want to see how far me stay.
I push my hand in a. No, it's not a visitor jar. It's a zookeeper. Them say he's a contractor. So like they want to slightly distance themselves from him.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like they now want to say he's a full-time employee. You know, it's contract with contract him, man. But teach is the man out his finger in the lion mouth. As teach is the man out put his finger. Yeah, man, that me I say. Dan Ru, then the name was say in here listen granny, you know, when you hand the lion mouth, take time dry out. You can't fight the lion like you're going to lose the fight. It's sad still. I can't get around the fact that the guy puts his finger in the lion mouth.
Yeah, because it's not like his finger was just in there on the fence and then the lion take the finger. It's like the finger going to lion mouth. What was the lion to do? Be fair to him.
Kiss him on the finger.
Love you, bro. Almost dead.
But it look like
Sorry,
a thing
the
me a go.
lion.
It look like a stick me a go on right there. Because there's another video in circulation with a female agitating the same lion. But you see that lion there? That lion there. But they go on fast with Simba.
You know, say lion.
You understand? Eh?
You know, say wait for him patiently.
Sad part is once a wild animal tastes human flesh, they usually have to put him down. It's like drugs. They want more. Me what they not have to do Simba nothing still.
Yeah.
Because Simba not trouble nobody. Me say education. Simba living life. The best thing can in a confines. And them a trouble G. When a lion is sleeping, don't wake him. Much less lion wake. He answer. You understand? He has a lion heart. Simba no play. See you with crocodile. Well, me see man them down a Black River there all the top water and crocodile swim up to them and then sit there. Me not boat with him still.
Yeah.
As long as the boat not turn over me and him good enough, he can do anything he want to do.
But like that big one.
But you never see video where a crocodile jump on boat. But then you're up on the boat, where you there? Because I'm not stay on the boat and I'm not seeing any water, so I'm not okay there.
So what you gonna do? Because they don't have Black River Safari this one. Like when they went down to that far part of the mountain.
Right.
That big one swim up.
Eh.
What you gonna do?
Me jump out the water till him come back, man.
But remember,
Me and him not stay the same place.
I
Below the water. Remember, man, we see over there saw a fish over there.
dive and a fish.
A dive. You man have one sugar fish, so. Dive, you man a dive over there, so man, alright. You understand?
With that big old crocodile in the water.
But if you jump in the boat, me and him not stay on the boat. So, me go in the water. When he come back, me go for the boat. Teacher, levitate, the plan to levitate.
Most that.
Yeah, well, yeah, tell you, I will take about these joke. But I've done the Black River Safari thing twice. You understand? And for different reasons. Once, it was aligned to one of my course of studies when I was doing my degree. I had ecology and something on course, you remember?
Yeah, when I was doing advanced science, I went there too.
And we look at vegetation and all sort of things at the time. So we do that. And next time I went, we did go to Mayan and jams. Yeah, crocodile thing with the two upon that, but more in the water. Yeah, Dan Roo, but that one day me and him not safe on the boat, my boss. And that me and him do. So we don't do it. We don't do it to go. Alternate. We alternate. In or out. When him in, me out. When me out, him in. You understand? Yeah, so I say go. So what you know, sis? There was a big thing. Like, I actually got the info before it actually broke. Like, but it was during the middle of premiering the Doug Zerang's interview I got the info. See?
I fell asleep for that.
Your body tired? Tired body girl, them out of season. Frisco never tell you. Kiki ma. Bachelor, that crocodile is bigger than me and you put together, brother. You understand? My foot not so strong.
You're gonna kick him when you want to.
You see me? So, as I said, I was in the premiere when I got the info. You know, we have a local sources them from here and there and thing about Skeng and the airport situation. See? And it turned out, so me never do not about it at the time, and then me go sleep, and then the next day was me have a lot of things to do that day. So me never end up doing nothing about it. So, Skeng was prevented from boarding a flight at the Norman International Airport. He was en route to Trinidad. Eventually, him got still. But the curious part of it is what led to the situation. And that the heart of the situation is a bleaching cream. And I have thought about it a few times. I mean, I try to figure out, say, oh, a big man like make one bleaching cream prevent him from not go on a flight. Bleaching cream at center of dispute between Skeng and Port Authority, says cops. So police sources have confirmed that an oversized bleach and a Sheng is Skeng, Ainsley Lewis. Is a dancehall DJ. That an oversized, it's just an oversized fight for it. Confirmed that an oversized bleaching cream is at the center of a dispute which saw dancehall artist Skeng being dragged off a flight destined for Trinidad on Tuesday. Now, according to the source, the artist was being escorted through the airport because he was late for the flight. It is reported that while going through port security, an oversized container of bleaching cream was found in his luggage. Now, travel-sized liquids, gels, creams, and pastes that are approved for travel should be 3.4 ounces or 100 ml or less. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The artist was reportedly told that the cream would either be confiscated or he could try to have it added to a checked bag. It is alleged that the artist began behaving boisterously and disorderly. He was then pulled from the flight. Skeng was later charged with disorderly behavior and resisting arrest. The artist, whose real name is Kevin Douglas, was offered bail and is slated to appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on June 21st. Skeng and two members of his entourage was expected to be on a flight to Trinidad, where he was scheduled to perform for the first time. And things, so them something. So, yeah. I can't... I don't foresee a bleaching cream preventing me from boarding a flight. I doubt that very much. You understand? I didn't even know it was given the opportunity to have it added to it checked. He man now left him bleaching cream. You understand? I know funny enough, you know. Yo, Skeng, link me. I can give you some natural color. It's a jump bleaching cream match. It's a jump bleaching cream match with. The man have a lot of rub it up to do. But boy, I mean, know. The man now fly without him bleach. They will have fully done and arrogance take over some of these hype artists. But me I try as a Caribbean expert, like, how I reach this up? The man then say you can't carry anything. I see people left all them breadfruit and pear and they sitting there at the airport because I too much things and they sitting there. Breadfruit and pear, you know. Imagine that, you know, brother. You understand? And cane and these things, you know, and through your luggage, you don't pay a precious cargo, teach you. You can't find the money for your weight. People left them file paper full with breadfruit and sitting at the airport sometime, you know, brother. And a bleaching cream you fight over, bro. A DJ reach Trinidad eventually still, the next day, like. You understand? But, and, I don't know. But funny enough, as I said that, sis, me tell us, alright, so I know the name of the young artists, them, the new artists, them. You understand? The Tentic and the Skeng and you understand? Me know the names, but the truth is, I've heard passing plays I've heard song, but I actually never actually sat down and listened a song that Skeng did.
Yeah, you were saying
before,
that.
like 2 days before the bleaching cream situation. You understand? Call me and say, alright, me go listen to Skeng and see if Skeng as talented as them I say. You understand? The thing with Skeng, most of Skeng song them a gun song them still on this. You understand? But his tone and his delivery, him talented. But boy, I don't know still. I don't know a message in the lyrics is a different story. But in terms of, you know, his tone and his delivery, and I mean lyrics wise too, him talented. But boy, I don't know. We can't bother with the gun and chopping business and them shopping business and chopping business. You understand? You have a song with him Gunman Shift. Me go listen to it. And him have a song with him and Tammy Lee. Me listen to that song there. And then two songs. Like about 2 days before, and I say, yo, this coincidentally. And things. So yeah. So I don't know, but the man them need for priority. Big man that fight customs or bleaching cream. Do better than that, man. You see me I say? Do better than that, brother. See, So I don't know if Skeng watch teach them. If somebody will know Skeng watch teach. But tell Skeng say feel leg off a bleaching business like. You understand what I say? And loading something there. Yeah man, very violent Nicks. That me I say, but him talented. Empress Jen, good night. Big up yourself and thing. So yes, sis. So officially on Friday night streaming duties again. And Sunday evening. And the song with Stark Ashley. As me say, I'm not Menza one day, bro. You understand? I agree with you, T. He's very talented, but his message is not my favorite. Yeah, I am in that camp as well, Don. But he's extremely talented. And I think me also listen a little piece of the song where man governor have. Gunman spanning other things. I mean I know I'm thinking man a gunman song title them either. Gunman chief and gunman spanning other and I don't know. You understand what I say? But yeah. Yeah. Skeng. No bleaching thing, brother. Do some music and take care of your family and them something and stop. Cause right now, some people don't want to take it serious, brother. Yeah, man out of customer fight over bleaching cream. That look good. That don't look good, DJ. You understand what I say? We don't love how we look. Yes, sir. So as I said, we're back on streaming duties Friday night.
Friday nights and Sunday nights.
And Sunday
Friday
nights.
Saturday, Sunday.
Not sure the time. It got earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, probably about 1 hour earlier.
7.
About 7. So 8 and 7. Richie, you need to do over a banner with them sitting there night, you know, and make yourself useful. You understand? And thing. Sunday premiere. Think that interview will be Twiggy. Lady Twiggy.
Okay.
Yeah. We never have any premiere last Sunday. No. Sunday service as they call it. So we're back on that schedule. I need to start editing that tonight into tomorrow as well and thing. And then Tuesday I think Zoom J is making his entry. You understand what I say? And thing. So
Monday
yeah.
interview. Monday interview.
Oh yeah man, we have that. Yeah, run on the ends run so. On the back part I road like.
Yeah, front part miracle.
So peace, big up on yourself. Appreciate the ones them in the building tonight. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody who, you know what I mean, participated in the discussion. You know, we not see all of the comments them and thing. Next time in the future, if you don't want to ask a question, there's a way to do it for highlight, you know. Me tell you in the future. So Gunman Shift was made popular by 10 Tick. You know, so I listen 10 Tick song for the first by TikTok. As I said TikTok, 10 Tick now. I listen 10 Tick for the first time to that said day there. I listen Roll Deep. You understand? Him have a vibe. But again, murder business and chopping business, song name Roll Deep, the artist name 10 Tick. You see it? I listen Retical chosen to the same day. I listen not for the young youth them that day. Because I did a meds them. Because the truth is that, you understand? I not take no time out in recent days. You see me I say? And think I'm mostly Massacre and Jamil and Chronic Law I've been a listen for the past in terms of fairly recent artists.
Rose say if 10 Tick is a app or a
It's an artist named 10 Tick. You understand?
okay.
You understand? So Roll Deep again is a song is well done in terms of delivery and flow and putting the lyrics together. But again, the content of the song is the thing. But you know, and things. Skeng is poorly educated. A lot of Jamaican mistake talent for being smart also. Okay. Now going into that one, I don't know his background like that. Plenty of these artists now run them black but want to run airport operation by not taking away oversized bleaching cream. Boy expert, me don't know how a man make that get so we talk about that. But yeah, I met a couple of the young artists them and see what really are going on and thing. Me is not no musical expert, but me kinda know, you know what I mean, talent. Yeah, so first me about him. Oh carry 10 Tick. You hear the song, you know? Yeah, man.
You about him too.
And thing, you know, I've been listening a little bit of Yaksta, and you know,
know
Nation Box is not releasing as often as Yaksta is releasing. I've been listening a little bit of Yaksta. Yeah, and TJ a gentleman, TJ a seasoned artist, and you know still. You understand? I think the only young artist I really get some fame recently, what I really listen to is I don't even remember my name. The brother were totally bleached with tattoo all but I don't remember film name. So right.
Intense.
Yeah, intense.
Yeah, one song I me like. It's not fit
Fit
for
for
your
your
play,
play.
but I like it.
I mean Skilly is there. Not here but there. But yeah. But yeah, as me I said, because of what I do, eventually me have to talk to them, you understand? And so so yeah. So no. Me not really listen Casino, Mr. Davis. You understand? So I don't know if Casino have a song where, you know what I mean, listenable yet. So we get
I
round
was
to that.
thinking
So.
one about Chop Small.
I don't know, brother. I tell you something, I don't know. I go on in other space right now, but just try get up to date and thing. You understand? But no, I think Briscoe do the song about the intro thing, you know. So him been in the space recently. And thing. I think the newest sensation is the Big Stan brother. I don't know. Like, it's hard to keep up with the whole of youth them where Joshy is there as well. I mean, I met a few Joshy song that day there too. I really and truly before I never really sit down and as I said, I don't have the time. Joshy talent, he have talent too, man. I don't think he have the biggest voice. Well, he don't have a big voice, but he have talent.
I like one fighter.
I don't really meds him yet in a Dan Row, but I listened about 2 songs the other day, you understand, and thing, and we see. And thing. So yeah, as I say, the youth them want to do them thing. Them have to start somewhere. See, and quite a few of them start at a very good level to compare to where some people start from in the past and go. So I mean I work as long as them now mix the music with violence and you know, sometimes they can do some uplifting, positive songs too, but I guess they might give the people and what them think them want. And again, let me say this, I am not in any way, shape or form promoting Foreign Gains Jamil's album, but it is a fantastic album.
Can I listen to it?
The legend, go and listen it. If you don't want to stream it, it would be nice if you can stream it. Make the artists benefit and the production team and management and thing. But it's up on YouTube too. Yeah, man, brilliant piece of work, man. You see it? And things. So and me and Jamila have no conversation about the thing. Me and Dave have no conversation. It is just me listening the album on a daily basis and I just love it. You understand what I say? As a matter of fact, I will go even further. Jamil's album is a better album than Massacre's album. And
you loved
the Massacre album? Yeah, man. Yeah. No, man. Jamil album better than the Massacre album, man. In terms of quality, man, and deepness, man. And that's the truth. You understand what I say? And songs that will last a longer time. If you get what I say. You see?
Caribbean Expert, I didn't say he's my artist, you know. I said that there's a song that he does that I like.
Yeah, that is why you say for truth.
Yeah, man. That's what I said. I'm allowed to like some of them, you know.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, man, I'm allowed to like it. Might, you know, a listener, I hear it and say, you know, it have a little vibe.
Yeah. I don't really know a song with intense things, so I'm going to tell you the truth. I know of them, but I don't know them.
You know, being at school, you hear...
Yeah, the youth them. Yeah, man, true.
So you catch your ear and you go look what it is.
The name of the album is Legend and Donroe. Yeah, man. Quality, man. Donroe, listen to the album and tell me what you think about it Sunday night or next week, Friday. Peace, big up on yourself. Me enjoy the night, it was a vibe, you understand? Back to me Friday night. Scotty did want me go so intense as an artist. Rosie, no, me not laugh about that. It's just how Rosie has a question. You understand? Scotty, you need artist named Surplus. You need to listen to Jamil is an excellent artist. Yeah, man, Jamil a talented youth, man. We can listen to the youths. That is how we know what they are up to. Yes, Cookie, I agree with you totally, bro. Totally, I agree with that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yes, Daniel, you won't regret it, bro. You understand? Me no normally talk about albums like that so much, but that one there really and truly, you know what I mean? It powerful. It powerful. You see me? I said, Rosie, be yourself. Right, so as me say, I interview, I don't really interview younger artists, but eventually I will speak to some of them and we still need to know what them are up to, and them talent level and such. So I think Skeng is very talented though. I'll say that publicly. I think he's really talented. It's just the message in the music is not my type of thing. So I need to know teaching because I need to be updated. Yeah. Yeah, man. But presently, everybody know Massacre, me listen the most, and Jamil, ExtraClass sometimes. But yeah, it's just a thing. And Massacre, before his album, it's just that the level of work that Massacre has been doing over the past couple of years, just for me, you know what I mean, the songs are just powerful. You understand? Stronger, King in the Earth, all of them songs there. It's just powerful, you understand? They don't know victory, changes, millions positive uplifting songs. You understand what I mean? So yeah, peace, big up on yourself. I don't come for do no dance and music review and things.
Right,
you understand? Yeah. But you know, we basically in the music now, you know. So might as well. But you have to mention you them for, as Rosie said, as Cookie said, you know what them up to. You understand? Which is so true.
Makes sense.
You understand? Auntie. Peeps, big up on yourself. Enjoy your weekend. You understand? Don't overdo nothing. You understand? Moderation over botheration. Remember that. You see me and say, so whatever you're doing, do it in moderation. Yeah, me know Cookie, me know how you feel about Tamil, man. I see how we feel as well, but boy, misguided. You understand? Auntie. But yeah, talent, yeah. But yeah, P, big up, Cookie drive me around this again, look while I'm doing all around here. Appreciate the support. Thanks to all the people who were here, all the people who commented, all the people who contributed. We give thanks. You understand? We can't be a Scotty. You see it? Auntie. I'll see you on Sunday evening and I'll see you at 12 on Sunday for a premiere. Lady Twiggy, a female artist who I think is amazingly under the radar and underappreciated, and who has done many good things in the business. And
Twiggy has a voice on her.
Yes, and them something there. Champions League final. Boy, I don't want to talk to me on football. I tell you for last week.
I'm playing football.
Brother, me try to get over my depression from the season, brother. No, look, Chelsea losing 2 finals in one season to the same team, the same way. You understand? We don't get overrated like. Plus, how we come back in the second leg against Real Madrid in the quarter final and then we give it to you again. I'm depressed. I don't love me with my football depression. Yeah, man. I don't want to talk to me about football, sir. You understand? Me talk to the come August. You understand? Yeah, Twiggy is definitely overlooked. Yeah, bro. Definitely. So we are trying to change that with the interview. So Sunday at 12, make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get
you edit it already?
No, sir.
Remember what you have to do.
Teach, this is for Scotty. Alright, Scotty, me have $10 for you. Jamaican, you know?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Peeps, art of love. Big up yourself for the oral. Appreciate, bro. Yeah, man. Me make sure get it, man. One of them time. You understand? She good as home. She good as work you up back. T, just look forward to next season. Boy, Warrior Star, me I tell you, boy, it was very depressing in the last part of the season, brother. And then we tried to challenge fade away from we draw about one good 90 match back and boy, I do if you know yeah, man. The boy I couldn't stumble on the last day. Stop with quadruple. Hey, City away Crystal Palace away they get to. I saw you go still. Where you know I think go? I think also going for in one day in the future, I think I want to start doing a sports stream. Cause I'm an avid sports person, you know. I think you don't have to be a part of it, you know, miss. You know, miss you have been on your face. You don't have to be a part of it.
I'll be busy that day.
Yeah, man, be busy, man. Me and the G then reads about some football and then sitting there. It's local basketball and thing and some cricket too and talk about cricket and these things.
Of balls.
Yeah, there are balls you talk about. Then you understand what I say? Yeah. Yes, Chrissy, man you all the way. Yeah. Peeps, big up on yourself. You understand? Oral game.
Good
okay.
night.
So I look into a sports stream one night time. One stream one time we talk about some sports and my G's. No worry about it. Yes, so they stay. You understand? They want to talk about ear business and then nails and then sitting and soap opera and then we don't trouble them, you know. We talk about local sports, that's a problem to them. You understand? We can't win. Peace, big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with Jack. Safe travel upon the gravel. Big up to all of the new viewers them tonight. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family.
Welcome.
I appreciate the support. You understand what I say? And all these things, woman never want to talk about, but I don't know if Davis. Peace. Big up on yourself.
Good night, guys. See you on Sunday.
I'm out. Well, I'm out with the intro still. I have to go see it on
Still?
screen. See it. Yeah, man. I'm not fix it. You know what I'm going to edit it.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Teach Dem Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until the next episode,
If you're tired,
check
I'm gonna
out
hear
the
you, yeah?
Teach Dem YouTube channel for more good things from the yard. Also, we'd appreciate a rating for this episode. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Yeah, peeps, you don't cancel no year out. Because I'm not deaf now. I mean, soon. Walk good. I'm out.